This is former TNA World Champion Raven, and you're listening to TNA Cross the Line podcast. Quote the Raven, nevermore. And don't cross the line. Or do cross the line. I'm not really sure if you're supposed to, you're not supposed to. I don't know. Whatever. You get it.
TNA Wrestling. Cross the line.
Well, needless to say, last week absolutely sucked, but here we are for episode 4 of the TNA Crossline podcast. I'm Bob Colling Jr., and joining me with this miserable journey thus far is Dallas Gridley. Dallas, you're usually pretty optimistic, but last week I was able to get you to be like, this show sucks, Bob. You are right. How are we feeling this time?
Yeah, man. It's a rough beginning, and I think we knew it was going to be. But yeah, the last show, that tag tournament, was a disaster, and I want to pretend to be hopeful for this show that we're about to watch today, but I don't know. I think now that we know who the champions are, maybe it'll get better. Although it's gonna be weird. You got Styles as a double champion right now, so he's gonna be overexposed. Let's just get it out of the way and say it.
I'm assuming that he'll be defending both championships on the shows as long as he has both of them. And that is an understatement for being overexposed already.
I think that's a pretty good guess, because how can you not? Especially when you're only like a pay-per-view company, and unless they're doing like little segments and stuff. But yeah, I think Styles might turn into Jeff Jarrett level very soon, where Jeff Jarrett, we could make a bet right now on air and say, I'll buy you lunch if Jeff Jarrett comes out and grabs a microphone, because that's what's gonna happen. That dude's gonna come out, he's gonna grab a microphone, and he's gonna point his fingers and be like, "Hey yo, my ass," and it's gonna be obnoxious again. But that's just kind of where we are, and I don't know. We'll see. I want to be hopeful. We do have a good X Division match to look forward to, at least. So I'm gonna take that and just say that match is probably gonna be pretty good. And look at that way.
Well, that's the saving grace thus far for TNA here in the early stages of it, because pretty much everything else is borderline WWE cast off lower mid card guys, or feuds involving former WWE main event guys from 7 years ago, and the X Division is pretty much on par, similar to what WCW was doing in the early stages of that division, like 95, 96, 97.
Yeah, and, if you look at it like that, too, I wasn't watching in the Monday Night Wars, but, the Cruiserweights obviously brought a lot of people the interest to Nitro. So maybe the X Division is what is keeping people like, okay, I got to watch these TNA shows. Well,
but the comparison was always like, with WCW, like, oh yeah, Hogan and Savage and Sting will get you there into the building, but when you're leaving, you're going to be talking about Juventud Guerrera or Rey Mysterio or Billy Kidman or whatever.
Yeah.
So, but the problem with that, though, is I don't think a lot of people are coming to the arena for Jeff Jarrett or for Scott Hall, for that matter.
And even just this morning, I was thinking about the show, and I was like, you know what, like, if you don't like Jeff Jarrett, if you're not a Jarrett fan at all and you can't stand him, and you watch the NWA-TNA shows, you ain't going to keep watching. You're just not. Because he's like the star, but he's not the champion, which is they're not making Ken Shamrock shine too much. I mean, we are seeing him a decent amount, but it's very, very clear. Jarrett's running the show, which we know, and that you got to know, Jeff Jarrett's there. And he's going to talk 3 times and be in 2.5 backstage segments and wrestle in the main event, even though his match isn't going to be good.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at with that. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
I think Shamrock has really been presented as a mid-card guy.
Absolutely.
Which kind of sucks. But, also coming out of last week's show was like the heel turn of the century when Brian Christopher turned on Scott Hall.
Yeah, and it's really funny that you bring that up because I forgot it happened.
You know what? I'm sure you're not the only one.
I was going through and, making the social post that everyone's going to be seeing leading up to this episode, and I forgot that happened. And I think you might have made a post on some page, and it said the heel turn of the biggest heel turn, and I was like, who the heck turned heel at this show? so that's how much that meant to me. And it's funny because I'm watching the show back a little bit, and now this just might be a coincidence, but the fact that Brian Christopher was randomly wearing black pants and then he turns heel because he's got to wear the dark clothes, I always find that to be a funny thing, and I've noticed that elsewhere. But looking back on it, it was okay, that's silly. He can't wear his too cool outfit and turn heel. He's got to wear black pants.
Yeah, foreshadowing it a little bit for
right. Now speaking of last week's show, Bob, we both thought it sucked, because it did. It was not good.
No.
So I think it's fair to say, we both obviously said thumbs down. And I'm not even going to make you guess what do you think the readers said, because they did, in fact, also agree with us that it was a thumbs down show. 51.6% of the readers of the Observer gave it thumbs down. 27.4% gave it thumbs up, and 21% gave it a thumbs in the middle. So not too split.
Wow.
I mean, technically more than half of them thought it was a thumbs down, and that was different.
I kind of thought it was going to be way more than that. I thought it'd be 70-80% would be thumbs down.
Well, so it's interesting because the week 2 show, you thought it was going to be a thumbs down, and they said thumbs up. And so I'm not completely surprised that some of them were yeah, that was still good. But yeah, I don't know. Especially tag team wrestling, I feel at this time isn't nothing too special. Before this, I don't know. I think you really got to have the right teams, and they didn't really. There's some of them, but I don't know. When you're
I think that's actually a pretty fair statement, because even in WWE, they're coming off of the Dudleys and Hardys and Edge and Christian. They all at this point have been broken up, I believe, because of the draft. So even in WWE, there aren't big time, really great tag teams. A lot of them are kind of similar to what Styles and Lynn are, two singles guys.
Yeah.
Kind of, meshed together into forming a tag team.
Well, and even in late WCW, there's teams, but no, it's not great. The tag team wrestling is not great.
How dare you disparage Totally Buff?
I didn't see Totally Buff, I don't think, when I was.
You definitely saw Totally Buff. Luger and Bagwell.
Oh my god. Yes, I did.
Come on, man.
Yeah, that wasn't a good team, though. Come on.
Jesus.
Well, okay. Well, that tells you how much went on when I was watching those shows. They were literally insane. But
they beat Goldberg.
Holy crap! I barely even remember that.
Well, I guess they beat Sergeant Budley Parker. I think technically, but.
Oh yeah, no, you might be right with that one.
Yeah.
Anyways, enough WCW. So yeah, so Bob, out of last week's show, what do you think won the best match poll?
Jesus Christ, man! If I could even remember.
Well, do you want a rundown? I do have the card in front of me.
Yeah, if you could, that'd be good.
So we had James Storm and Chris Harris defeating the Johnsons, Monty Brown defeating Anthony Ingram, Lenny and Bruce, the Rainbow Express, defeated Buff Bagwell and Apollo, Puppet defeated Todd Stone, Francine beat Taylor Vaughn by disqualification, Ken Shamrock retained the NWA Heavyweight title against Malice, AJ Styles defeated David Young to retain the X title. And in the finals, we crowned new tag team champions of Jerry Lynn and AJ Styles defeating Rainbow Express. And then, of course, in the main event, Jeff Jarrett and K-Krush defeated Scott Hall and Brian Christopher.
Holy mackerel. All right. Well, the first 4 matches that you noted there are just atrocious. Just even on paper. And having watched it, they ended up also not being great. But if I had to guess, it's got to be between, ironically, AJ Styles would be in both the matches. So Styles, Young, and then Styles and Lynn against Rainbow Express. I'm going to say that the readers chose the Lynn Styles Rainbow Express match.
So they did in fact choose AJ Styles versus David Young as the.
I see.
But
I knew it. Damn it.
Number 2 is in fact that tag match. Styles and Lynn versus Rainbow Express was in second. So
Son of a bitch.
I don't know. I guess I'd have to really watch them back again and like compare.
Styles Young is probably the better match, but David Young just is such an awful he's an awful credible contender. Like he's not viable to me.
Yeah.
But as a match, it's probably better. But I think I had more entertainment out of the tag title.
I was gonna say I feel like I actually did enjoy that finals tag match. Comparatively to the rest of the show, at least, and maybe that's just because I do like everyone who is in it.
Yeah.
And okay, so out of all of that crap, all the shit that we had to watch, what was the worst match that was voted?
I'm gonna say Francine against Taylor Vaughn.
It sure was, and there was not even a second one. Like everyone voted Francine and Taylor Vaughn.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
No, and Taylor Vaughn is not good. I hate to say it, she's not good. And like you mentioned, Francine's not a wrestler. I like Francine as like an on-air personality and like manager and stuff, but yeah.
I don't even know if Taylor Vaughn is technically a professional wrestler. Like I guess
I don't know either. Yeah. Well, she doesn't know how to sell anything. She was getting whipped by a belt and laying like she was dead. Now I got one other piece of follow from last show that I did not incorporate. So there was actually some dark matches that I was unaware of in my original research that I found out that happened before pay-per-view number 3 on July 3rd. So there's a couple no names, but then the next match is kind of interesting. So we had Scotty Saber defeated Matt Longtime. I have no idea who either one of those guys are. And then we had Team Canada, which is very interesting to see on here already, defeated Chase Stevens and Cassidy O'Reilly, who I believe are the Hot Shots, right?
That is correct.
And we did see them in gear backstage in an interview. I don't know who Team Canada is at this point. I did not dive deeper to find out. I'm sure we'll see them on the pay-per-view very soon if they're doing dark matches like that, and that's been a rumored thing anyways. So I wanted to mention that, and then also just so we can keep up with it, there were 2,000 people in attendance, and 1,100 of them were paid. So 900 of that were free, apparently. So that's my follow-up from last week.
See, now, if I was a guy that was in the crowd that paid next to a guy that was given a free ticket and I found out about that, I'd be pissed.
I feel like that still today. When I find out someone won tickets and I'm like, well, this sucks. It's like,
no, it's not. If you win tickets like on radio contests or whatever, that's fine. But a lot of times people will just be on the street corner saying, hey, do you need tickets? Here you go. We're just trying to fluff up the crowd. Like that type of
I haven't got any of those.
Pisses me off.
No, that's a good. Okay, yeah. But yeah, in this case too, especially when we know that they've been handing out little coupons.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Okay. Well, Bob, do you have anything else before I get into some observer notes leading up to the 4th show here?
No, I'll do my indie news after you do your observer deal.
Cool. So we're going to start off on a super negative note here. Into July 8th, 2002 edition, we're going to be going on, obviously, both Alvarez and Dave's notes. So I'm going to start out with Alvarez. So it starts off with NWA-TNA seemingly on final legs. WWA and XFL finished. Or XWF, excuse me. Sorry, I was reading fast.
I was going to say XFL is already gone.
Nope, I'm sorry. Wrong X show.
Yeah.
So it starts here. Last year, when WCW died, we predicted that many people would attempt to start up new groups, and that most would fail. Over the past year, the 3 biggest attempts have been Jimmy Hart and the company's XWF, Andrew McManus, WWA, and Jerry Jarrett's NWA-TNA. Of the three, TNA is still alive, but seemingly on life support. So, very interesting note to start off here.
Yeah.
Now, as I mention every week, Alvarez is extremely negative. about TNA specifically. I don't read his other notes because I don't think I like him too much, to be honest with you. So
No, you've made that abundantly clear.
no, I don't. And he's just too negative. If he was constructive about it a little bit more, maybe I wouldn't care. But when you go into it negative, here we are. Yeah. It's a lot of his is a lot of opinion stuff here, but he says a lot of my friends are casual hardcore fans, and they bought the first TNA show because they wanted to see what the product was like. Most of it was at least okay, and some thought it was good, but the drop-off rate with them was 100%. So he's saying that a lot of his friends, none of them wanted to keep watching. And that's a lot of these notes that we'll get into. They do talk about, okay, are people watching more than one show, or is it like new people keep trying what's going on? He does state here that in TNA, in a press release this week, touted early buy rate information of the debut episode of NWA Total Nonstop Action exceeded expectations, according to J Sports and Entertainment officials. He says, "Great. Well, well, what the hell does that mean? Early buy rate numbers mean next to nothing, so it's ridiculous to put out a press release a week after the show airs." Which is an excellent point, because as we did say before, early numbers tend to be way higher, or stated to be higher than they actually end up being. Once again here, the WWA, which ran a few pay-per-views, is pretty much dead. They had come to an agreement with Jerry Jarrett regarding talent exchanges. TNA would run pay-per-views, and WWA would focus on international touring, all using the same talent. Unfortunately, the WWA tour of the UK scheduled for this month has been canceled. They're claiming it will be rescheduled for the fall, but chances of that are highly unlikely. So probably won't be hearing too much more about the WWA. It seems that they have crumbled. And after they canceled all their European shows, and that Jarrett schedule and everything with going live on Wednesdays is not going to allow them to be able to do any of them anyways. As announced last week, we do know that they have in fact added Christopher Daniels to the roster, and that his first match will be taking place on the show we're about to watch here soon. So that's noted here a few days before, which, like I said, was announced on the show. So, but it's exciting nonetheless. They mentioned that Bell Express View Cable is not scheduled to carry any live TNA events until July 31st show. For whatever reason, however, they're airing several replays in the next few weeks. Now, this is I believe it is the Canadian, one of the Canadian outlets that some of the pay-per-views are on. Because Dave kind of goes in a little bit more in depth here soon. But so they're airing replays, which is not great. So they're going to be behind schedule on the shows.
Are they doing replays like leading into 7/31, or 7/31 like the first show? Like from June 19th?
First live.
Okay.
So I'm sure they're kind of, maybe they are going to play catch up, and who knows. But I thought that was an interesting note, just because if you're not airing the stuff, people are going to be like, why did I just pay $10? Because I think, we'll get into it in a second too. I think Dave talks a little bit more about it. As we know, the Shane twins, who are obviously the Johnsons in disguise, before the tag team title tournament, did have to vacate the World Tag Team titles on the June 28th NWA Florida show. Obviously, they did this because they put the titles on the line in that tournament. So just wanted to make sure we pointed that out, that they obviously had to vacate them somewhere. And apparently it was at a Florida show. They just were like, okay, we're giving up the belts. So moving on to the Observer newsletter from July 8th, 2002. So Dave kind of talks about, going into some of the shows and stuff. He mentions, I think this was from, we're kind of going back a little bit here, but I'm sorry, I got lost here. I think that some of his notes, how I mentioned before, his notes cross over a little bit here. So I believe he's talking a little bit about like some of the X Division matches that happened. He's mentioning like the announcing on it did it justice as far as getting it over as a classic, but after 2 weeks, unless some of the show, or unless he shows fast improvement, Don West is adding nothing to the broadcast, and Ed Ferrara's character comes across as more of a turnoff than getting heel. So he's kind of just talking about, he did good at that one show, but unless he keeps getting better, he's not going to do shit.
I disagree with the Don West comment, because Don West is like a fan doing commentary. I kind of like that.
Yeah, and
At least in hindsight. I remember when I would watch it live around this time or whatever, that some of his calls were a bit over the top and annoying. But it wouldn't be a matter of me like, oh, I'm not going to watch because Don West is commentating. Like, that's not going to bother me.
No, I agree. And I think the fact that he is kind of very genuine in his reactions and stuff, and you can tell, I think that really helps, because listening to an announcer fake their excitement is painful.
Yeah.
Like it. So, yeah, I know. I think that's a good point. He does also mention that X Division match on that first show was one of the instances of a show that was worth the $9.95, because there's no way, no matter how bad the undercard is, that the undercard was bad, that a show with a match like this could be a thumbs down. And, I think I mentioned that, even though you were like, no, this show kind of sucked. And I was like, I don't know, that match saved it at the end. So I think, all in all, the show as a whole is not good, but right. It's an interesting note nonetheless that he does even bring up, like, a match that good can't make this a thumbs down show, which, we see both sides.
I still don't agree with that. Just because one match on a 2-hour show is good does not make the entire show good. It makes the match good, which is not the entire show.
Yeah, which is accurate. He does mention that it was already feeling like a dying product. He says their response to the second show was roughly half of the first, a drop that wasn't unexpected, excuse me. So he does mention that even as the readers, and I think we pointed it out with numbers, like, more people definitely voted and watched on the first show than watched on the second show. He says roughly a week after the first show, we got our first estimates of 25,000 buys the first week, which would be disastrous, more so considering the second week drop off. I wouldn't take either figure at this point as more accurate than the other. So, once again, we don't know how accurate numbers are, and I don't know if we are going to find out or not, because, like I mentioned before, I'm not reading ahead in these, so I don't know if we're going to find out numbers or not. So a lot of it's just kind of rumors. Mentions that they did end up putting, obviously, the X match in high-profile position, and more than anything else, these guys are becoming the only calling card of the company, which is something you and me just talked about. The problem is whether there are 50,000 work rate fans in the country who will pay to see bad undercards for a great match. But even if there were, how would they know with no television? So, as we are continuing our saga of, we don't have TV, how are people going to even know we're doing these good matches if they're not watching and wanting to spend $10?
Right.
So he kind of talks a little bit about star power, and so he mentions there are fans who love that, but most people go to see the star power, and if you're not on TV, you don't have star power. It's always been that way and probably always will. But at least ROH delivers an excellent show for its audience. Even if NWA-TNA gets decent television coverage, the model is looking bleaker because they don't have the atmosphere that can compete with WWE, and WWE isn't knocking them dead at this point. So, carrying on the tradition. We don't have TV. How's anyone going to want to watch this stuff? Blah, blah, blah. We get it.
Yeah, I mean, he's right to a point. I think sometimes people can just, like Brock Lesnar, for instance, when he made his debut, he wasn't on television, but he instantly became a star.
That's a really great point, actually.
So I don't know if I would agree with that completely.
That's a good point. That's a good comparison. Okay, some more notes here. So he says, for whatever it's worth, at the initial talent meeting, Jerry Jarrett said that 25% of any profit would go into a talent pool and be redistributed as bonuses for talent. So I don't know where they're getting that extra 25% of profit to give as bonuses, but nonetheless, Jerry Jarrett apparently is saying that talent's going to be getting bonuses if they make enough money. So I think that's interesting. So this here goes into more of the pay-per-view stuff. So according to a rep at Canada's Bell Express View, they will be carrying NWA-TNA live events starting on the 7/31 show. No word on if it's just a one-time deal or if they're going to go weekly from that point. Bell Express View on 6/26 ran a replay of the first show instead of the second show, which probably turned off for whatever viewership they had toward the product. It was listed as a replay in their guide, but a lot of fans ordered assuming it was the new show. Viewers Choice Canada has made no final decision regarding carrying the show, other than it won't happen until mid-July at the earliest. So yeah, it listed it as a replay, but people, as we know how people are, do not read, and they ordered it assuming it was a new show. We're disappointed that they spent $10 and did not see a new show. So I'm interested to see what's going to happen with that. I would assume they're going to get that kind of figured out and stuff like that.
I would hope so.
Yeah, I hope. They mention here, which we do know, that NWA President Jim Miller is scheduled to become a regular commissioner type character for the promotion.
Oh, Lord.
So get ready to see him more. Miller is a big-time heel for 0-1 in Japan, but at this point, our understanding is that they aren't going to be copying the heel commissioner role, which has been done by everyone since Eric Bischoff and Vince McMahon got it going. So it's not going to be like that. They are saying so. They're not going to. He's going to be nice in America and then a heel in Japan.
I never would have guessed that he was a heel character in 0-1 in Japan.
No,
never would have guessed that in a million years.
No way. It's also noted that there is expected to be another tape show during the month of July. They don't have a date right now confirming it, but we believe it'll be that this was prior booking in Nashville that week, so they have to tape it on a Tuesday for a Wednesday air date, which is just pretty interesting. So it's not going to be it doesn't sound like it's going to be a show that's taped between, like, before and after.
Right. It's just
like
a separate day.
Yeah. Some more talent notes here. Stan Dupp, who obviously we know is Trevor Murdoch. He's a Harley Race student that used to wrestle under the name Trevor Rhodes because of his similarity to Dustin. So I thought that was an interesting note. So we're getting a little bit more info on him. I think you're gonna laugh at this one maybe. Terry Taylor has been talked about coming in, but was only offered $500 per week to work in the gorilla position, and it wasn't enough. Taylor and Larry Zbyszko of late have been meeting with John Collins about his proposed idea, and Collins is continuing to throw around ridiculous names for what is likely just a new fantasy. So, Terry Taylor. Gotta love Terry, right?
That guy ends up everywhere.
Doesn't he? It's crazy.
It's unreal.
Monty Brown is newcomer. He's wrestled in the Michigan Indies under the name Alpha Male, which obviously is his nickname now in TNA, the Alpha Male, Monty Brown. So that's noted here. AJ Styles was on the Observer Live this past week and spoke about him not signing with the WWE. He said it wasn't anything more than what it appeared on the surface. He was offered $500 per week, and with a family, he felt he couldn't move to from Atlanta to Cincinnati to make that kind of money. So that's why he chose TNA instead of WWE, which makes
between TNA and like his indie money, it's probably substantially more than that.
Oh yeah,
I'd have to at least the same amount, and he gets to stay at home. So.
Mm-hmm. Also, apparently, he works as a full-time landscaper, which I actually didn't even read that in my note before, but I just saw it, and I think that's kind of funny. So AJ Styles was wrestling and then landscaping. A lot of
wrestlers do that, especially independent wrestlers. They'll have full-time jobs and they wrestle on the weekends.
Yeah, I don't know if I would have expected him to be a landscaper though, so I kind of like that.
Yeah.
I think I'll have to give him a call. And Bob, that pretty much wraps up my notes. I'll mention this. I'm not going to read through these, but Dave actually does do in the reader pages section. He actually talks about a lot of people, ask readers to write in and be like, "Hey, did you watch the second show after the first show?" And it was very, very split. So I thought that was really interesting. And it was basically yeah, I watched it, but this guy goes, part of the reason I didn't watch the second show because I wanted to watch the NBA draft more. So it's just,
all right.
So people are like, I ordered the first show. Depending on the lineups, I might order the next one. I
don't know off the top of my head, the competition on a Wednesday night in 2002, but I know Survivor now is on a Wednesday. So I don't know if Survivor back then was on a Wednesday.
Yeah,
I'd have to look it up. But I mean, that's on that's on free cable. You don't have to spend any money on that. So TNA having hey, you got to pay $10 to even watch us, while you have maybe captivating television like that show for it. That's tough. NBA, I would probably watch the NBA draft over TNA at this point.
You don't got to spend $10 to watch that. So there's
No.
that too. And that's what a lot of people say. They're like, I don't know if I can get in the habit of spending $10 for wrestling every week. And, stuff like that. So it's pretty interesting. And a lot of people are like, I don't want to pay $10 for pretty much everything that happened on the show. I mean, So yeah, it's split. And then some people are like, yeah, I watch both. And like, and they're comparing it to other companies and stuff. But yeah, interesting stuff. I'm interested to see if more people are going to start watching once certain things happen, or what will happen. So we'll see. But that's all I got before some of the show notes. But I'll get into those once we right before we start.
All right. Well, I got just a couple of notes here for what is going on the independents in regards to people who have appeared on Total Nonstop Action and that we will see on this episode that were at least announced. And to start off, Christopher Daniels, as you noted in the Observer, he is a major name on the independents, and he's been pretty much a major name since like 98, 99. And he's currently working for Ring of Honor. He's worked for New Japan. He wrestled for Major League Wrestling, ECWA, the IWC, and the WWA. Obviously, the WWA appears to be on the verge of going bankrupt. He recently lost to Vampiro on the June 15th show for MLW in a title tournament match. And then also on July 6th, he lost to American Dragon in APW. And then we go to Jerry Lynn, who will be a regular for this segment. He failed to win the IWA Mid-South Heavyweight Championship from Colt Cabana on July 6th at simply the best three. And then Tony Mamaluke, since his ECW days with the Full-Blooded Italians where he teamed up with Little Guido, he's been keeping busy working with Ring of Honor, the ICW, which is Impact Championship Wrestling, Combat Zone Wrestling, and NWA Wildside. In NWA Wildside, he has started a best-of-5 series with Caprice Coleman, who you would know from Ring of Honor today. That started on July 6th, and he lost the first match. And then the last one that we know was officially announced is that Kid Romeo will be appearing on this show. According to Cage Match, he had not worked a match since Heartland Wrestling Association in 2001 because his contract was bought by the WWE. So he hadn't really made any appearances for quite some time. So this will be the first time, at least on television, that we will see him. And that is it for what we have announced. There may be a few people that pop in here, and I will address that when it comes. But if that's all we got, then it is time for the July 10th, 2002 NWA-TNA Weekly Pay-Per-View number 4. Dallas, are you ready for this or what?
I hope so, man. I hope it's a better show than last week.
I do too. I mean, it can't get much worse, so we'll see how this goes.
That's a really great point. So yeah, let's find out.
All right, so I'm on all zeros. Dallas is, I'm assuming, on all zeros. If you want to watch along, head over to the Impact Plus app, or if you have it in your own personal collection like I do, make sure you're on all zeros. I will count down from 5, and we will watch this show and hopefully not regret it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play.
Okay, Bob. So during this intro here, while we have our little intro thing, we did have a couple dark matches during this show. So I made sure to make note of those. They are no one that I know, at least. Bart Sawyer defeated Corey Williams, and Rick Michaels defeated Adam Jacobs. So that was our exciting dark matches.
Well, the first two guys sound like USWA guys. And then I know Rick Michaels is from NWA Wildside as well.
Yeah, so...
He had a feud with AJ Styles.
Oh, okay.
That had some interesting matches.
So we're getting a shot of the crowd here. We are in the Nashville Auditorium again, just like we were last week. And Bob, our crowd is 1,500 this week. So we're down 500, and only 800 of them are paid. So...
Oh, boy. We're going down in all the wrong metrics.
Yeah, man. It ain't looking good as far as our numbers are, but...
Well, they kept the same amount of pyro, it seemed like.
Actually, yeah, if not more, yeah, we might have to leave it a little more.
Yeah, that was a good about 20 seconds worth of pyro, it seemed like.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, we're going right into some action here. It's the NWA Tag Team Championships. That would be AJ Styles and Jerry Lynn. So who are they going to be defending against?
Oh,
well,
is
sounds
this
like it's a new
Disciples of the New Church?
Which ones, though? Not Malice.
Is it Devin Storm?
Yeah, Slash. But he is going by Tempest. All right.
Okay.
So good thing I wrote this down. So as you guys will remember, is that Tempest, also as Devin Storm, competed on the first show. I believe it was in the Battle Royal.
Yes.
And he was on the independent scene during this time where he lost to Gary Wolf at a 3PW show on June 29th. And along with Luna Vachon, lost to Mike Quackenbush and Serena on June 23rd. So that's kind of what notable things he has done since we last seen him on TNA.
I didn't know he changed his name like that again. So that's it. That's really interesting.
I honestly did not remember either.
And we're getting a look back last week of the people who attacked. Well, we don't know who attacked, but of James Storm and Chris Harris, where it looks like Chris Harris is just bleeding onto Storm. And now we're just getting basically a recap of the tag team title tournament. But Tempest,
I'm really thinking that it's New Church that did that.
I am too.
Because they're showing that before this match starts. I could see that as being like the tease.
Yeah, and I wasn't sure last week, but I'm definitely thinking that also.
And I also think it's hilarious that Jerry Lynn wasn't even in the title tournament originally. It was just like, hey man, let me in, and like we'll just go from there. And then he ends up winning the straps.
Right.
They get to the finals. They didn't even have another match, right? Like they just went right into the finals.
Yeah, because technically they replaced Storm and Harris, who were supposed to be in the finals. So yeah, they didn't have to do anything.
Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous.
I was gonna say, of course they won because they're fresh, but Styles just wrestled right before this, so I can't really say that, I guess.
Yeah. We're just getting a lengthy recap video here.
Yeah, holy
crap.
What
we saw last week. Which would make you think that this show was taped, but it's not.
Yeah,
it's live. So it was like the crowd just sitting there waiting for this minute and a half recap video to end.
Listening to the New Church's theme song.
The entire time.
Can I just also state here that AJ Styles' Born in the USA song has been stuck in my head since we started this podcast?
I'm really sorry to hear that.
And here it is.
Yet again.
Here come our champions.
He's a double champ. AJ Styles is.
I'll tell you what, giving him both titles like that, they're obviously putting a lot of faith in AJ Styles.
I would assume so. I mean, he's already, 2/3 of the way to being a Grand Slam champion already?
Yeah. So, what the heck?
There's been 4 shows.
Yeah.
He's almost a Grand Slam champion already.
Unreal.
That's insane. At least it took Shawn Michaels 4 years. Longer than that. 6 years to be a Grand Slam champion to WWF.
Yeah, the New Church wants to fuck them up right now. Oh, okay, he's getting out of the way. The ref barely could hold up the tag titles.
That's Slick Johnson, right? Again.
Yes, I think it was.
So, kind of going on a timeline, but it's been 18 years. I've been watching. I watched TNA 06 yesterday. I was reviewing some shows, and let me tell you, they fucking love Slick Johnson. And as I was watching, I was like, they kind of did this now, here too, with the whole Alicia thing. He was focused there too, but he was literally in 8 segments on a 45-minute Impact show. I was like, you gotta be kidding me.
Didn't he randomly start wearing shorts at some point?
Yes, he did. He was wearing shorts at that point. Yeah. We got Lynn and Slash starting off this title match, and Slash is countering a reverse DDT. It looks like he's going for a bulldog running slam, but Lynn counters, runs away from him awkwardly.
Yeah.
And looks like hits a bulldog out of the corner.
That was nice.
Yeah. That wasn't too bad.
Don West says that Slash is the scariest looking guy he's seen in his whole life. Well, Lynn just hopped up on top of Slash's shoulders, punches him in the head, turned around, looks like he was going for Hurricane Rana. Slash reverses, picks him up in a powerbomb. Lynn gives him like an X Factor.
Yeah.
That was a lot all at once. That was cool.
Yeah. I'm telling you, Jerry Lynn is, I'll probably say it every time that he's on these shows. Is probably one of my favorite wrestlers. He's probably in my top 20. If I had to make the list. Styles enters with a senton or a swan, like a standing swanton.
Yeah.
For a 2 count, but Slash just he just jabbed him in the face to stop him. And then here comes Tempest. I kind of like the idea of Tempest and Slash being a tag team.
I do too, actually. I like a lot. And then you got Malice as like the singles like heavyweight guy.
Yeah, it definitely works.
I'm super into the New Church. I was before this. I don't know if I realized who Tempest was though. So I think that's really cool. Because I think I think I might have mentioned it on the podcast. If not, I definitely mentioned it to you, Bob. But I became a Crowbar fan in my WCW watch at the end there. Yeah. So I'm into it. And this look like this works. It's really different. He's not like goofy.
No, yeah, his look and persona fit the group. Because even in WCW, he was kind of like darker.
Yeah.
Like a weird like loner type of guy.
Yeah, because he was with Daphne.
Yeah, and then he became like a joke because that's what they did then. Make comedy guys. But Tempest is holding his own here. Styles just a few seconds ago there hit a kip up Hurricane Rana, but really aside from that, Tempest has maintained control here.
Yeah, a couple strong strikes, knocking Styles down.
Fans are definitely behind AJ, chanting for the double champ.
Interesting point that Mike Tenay just mentioned on commentary that I forgot about is that Lynn is also wrestling in the main event for the X Division #1 contender in that 6-man match.
Oh, shit. I didn't even realize that.
So, yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Holy crap.
So
I wouldn't even notice that.
No, I know. And so I don't think Styles is going to... I'd be surprised if we see Styles again now that I'm thinking about it because they have that other X title or X Division match. Yeah. But we're going to see Lynn again.
Yeah, I don't think we'll see AJ. Tempest with the near fall after a slingshot splash from the apron. And he keeps it up with some chops. Friars is talking nonsense here on the commentary.
Yeah.
Oh, he's just putting over Tempest, looks like.
They're bringing up Storm and Harris being taken out again. So we still don't have an answer 7 days later of who attacked him. It's got to be the New Church. Come on.
It has to be. And I feel like Storm and Harris are going to come out and brawl with them or something, and that'll be our answer.
Oh, that's a good point. I don't know. Well, do we think the New Church also tied up NWA president there and wrote FU on his stomach?
They could have.
Why not?
Who knows? Maybe Malice was pissed that he lost, and he
just
tied him up.
I bet you, because they're bringing in the guy from Japan to fight Ken Shamrock. They were pissed it wasn't one of the members of the New Church.
Yeah,
tied him up.
There you go.
Oh, Styles, is he calling for the Styles Clash? And he cannot hit it, it doesn't look like.
Yeah, it looks
Tempest
like
reverses.
Counter. That was a sloppy-looking springboard drop kick, but I guess he technically hit it. How do you feel about the yellow, like, guardrail thing?
Oh, it's so funny. I was actually going to ask you about that.
I hate it.
I do too.
I don't know why they have it like that.
Styles monkey flip Slash out of the corner, and now Lynn gets in. They both whip Tempest into Slash, and now double teaming moves. But yeah, I keep looking at it instead of the match, and I don't like that.
Well, they have it on the wrong side. Well, they have it, I guess, on both sides.
I think that's them being like, hey, we should do something different. Oh, yellow. No one has yellow. Well, do you see why?
Let's make it mustard. A mustard color.
Holy crap. Styles goes for a crossbody. Both members of the New Church catch him. Lynn just jumped over with like a senton, like a flip there. And knocks everyone down.
Dive, and now everybody's on the ground. Don West, that's a great spot.
He keeps yelling, that was an awful cut. They cut away for a replay in the middle of a move.
I'm gonna assume Jerry Lynn backdrop Slash on the ground. That's what I'm gonna guess.
It looks like Lynn is up, so yeah.
Yeah. Oof. Tempest just yanked AJ off the apron. He hit his face on the apron. And by face, I mean his hands. There's a trademark leg drop over the middle rope by Jerry Lynn. Oh, he's now rolling him over on the ropes. What is Styles going to do? Springboard moonsault.
Nice.
Jesus. That's only a 2 count. I mean, this isn't a bad start. This match isn't even over yet, and this is better than anything we got last week.
Oh, 100%. I really like this match. This is fun.
Yeah. Slash just got shoved off the apron. Here's Tempest looking for a TKO. Death Valley driver instead. That was a good Death Valley driver.
Today's yelling, we could have new champions.
Well, he didn't hook the leg, so.
What would you do right now if they lost the tag team titles?
I'd honestly be fine with it because I hate the 2 singles wrestlers as champions.
I'd be fine with it too, but the fact that they even bothered putting it on him would be like, come on.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I still would have put it on Storm and Harris or Rainbow Express. Probably Rainbow Express just to have Storm and Harris chase after him.
Yeah.
But I mean, maybe this will make the eventual Styles-Lynn split, which I would assume is happening within the next month to be more intense or something. But New
Church is ramming Styles' head into the top turnbuckle wicked hard. What the heck?
Double set out choke slam.
And Lynn looked like he was about to try to catch Styles or something, and then realized, wait, I'm not supposed to get all the way across the ring, and then backed up as the ref yelled at him.
Yeah.
So shoot, I forgot what I was gonna say. I blanked. But this is a solid tag match right now.
Yeah.
To open the show.
Doing a whirly bird, it looks like. Oh God damn it. Styles did not brace himself at all on that.
The way he sells and stuff, I don't think he does. He just ragdolls.
That's exactly how he did that. Styles blocking a drop kick by holding the ropes. What is he doing here? Boston Crab? No. Catapults him into Tempest in the corner. A discus clothesline. They're both knocked down. This is getting some decent time here. We're already 13 minutes and 40 seconds into episode 4. Here comes Lynn and Tempest. The crowd is actually responding pretty good to this.
Big back body drop. Clothesline by Lynn. Clothesline.
Pretty basic stuff here.
Pretty much what's happening. But he's coming in. What do they say? Like a
House of Fire.
House of Fire. That's what it is.
Tornado DDT on Slash, but Tempest just gently kicks him on the jaw. That was not a super kick today. That was like a pat on the jaw.
Yeah.
Wheelbarrow Bulldog by Lynn. 1, 2. Tempest kicks out at 1.5. Yeah, he is the freshest man. That's a good call. He's going for a cradle. No. Tempest with a low blow as the referee is distracted by Slash. I don't even know if there is disqualifications in TNA.
I'd be honest. I'd be really surprised.
Well, they used to do that stuff in ECW. The company has no rules, and managers would be distracting the referee. Why? You can do whatever you want.
Oh, that almost looked bad.
Yeah, that was weird.
So Tempest was going for a hurricane run off the top rope to Lynn, but Lynn reversed it. But the way he fell, I don't know. That was
It looked like Lynn was supposed to catch him or something, and he just slipped off. All right, Lynn reverses another Death Valley driver here, and it is going to be the cradle pile driver that Tempest took on his back, really. Lynn then dump Slash with Matt. Here comes AJ.
Lynn did not look happy that he just got.
And they're focusing on that. That's important to look at that. That Lynn's what the hell, man? AJ with a spiral tap and does not hit it.
Shocker. But he gets the win.
For the 3. So that looks to be the trend here, folks, that AJ Styles is going to be a glory hog. And that is going to piss off the veteran Jerry Lynn, even though they're winning. But I'm going to do it. Fireworks again? What is going on? That is not that big of a deal.
Born and raised in the USA.
Overreaction. What the hell was that? That was unnecessary. I'm thinking that this is going to lead to AJ doing that and then losing, and then Lynn's is going to flip the fuck out.
Dude, I'm like already ready for it. I want to see Lynn turn on him so bad right now. I'm really excited about this. It makes me not hate the team as much because they're doing it really well. I feel like Styles is, like you said, clearly the glory hog. He's tagging himself in, getting the wins for the team when Lynn clearly has it. And Lynn's like, come on. Oh, he's walking away.
They're doing good. They're doing good with teasing it already. They're just, planting that seed at least.
But Lynn, you had to know. You wanted to pick AJ Styles as your tag partner, but you just fought him 2 weeks before.
Yeah.
Come on. Okay, back to some cage dancers. Okay.
ECCW again, Friday, July 12th, Hope, British Columbia. Wildside, Friday, July 12th, Cornelia, GA at the NCW Arena. ECCW, Saturday, July 13th, Vancouver, British Columbia. NWAWrestling.com. Is that the first time we've seen the website? Or is it just NWA Wrestling, right? So maybe that's probably not the first thing.
Yeah, it is on their apron. They did last week. I noticed they changed it. Whoa, Don West! Look at this outfit.
Don West with a purple suit
with huge shoulder pads.
Yeah, what is up with that? What is going on? He's like a football player. Oh man, what is it? Disappointing business. Okay.
Okay, we're talking about Brian Christopher's turn.
Not Jim Miller being tied up backstage and had FU written on his belly. No, that's not the disrespectful or devastating business. It's the heel turn by Brian Christopher on Scott Hall. God almighty. You would have thought that Jeff Jarrett killed his grandmother or something with the way that he was hyping that up.
I know. Hey, yo, my ass.
You gotta love that.
Oh my god! So we're getting a flashback of that whole thing. We're basically seeing a thing of the whole match. What the heck? He's got the goggles.
Yeah, Christopher missing the top rope leg drop. Who then 40 seconds later is his buddy. It's why are you even doing that?
Yeah, but they did end up showing a little bit of a confrontation between K-Krush and him still at the end. So
okay,
there still was a little because he pulled K-Krush was on the top rope celebrating, and Christopher pulled him down, which was really odd.
Right.
It was an odd missile drop kick. I don't know if I realized that last week, but
yeah, he almost landed on his feet. I don't know how he does that. I don't pull his hair. Oh yeah. See now, Christopher's pissed off that he didn't get tagged, but he could have gotten tagged, but he was just out of position. So that's somehow Scott Hall's fault.
I don't know if I noticed that last week, seeing this replay, that little tease. Huh. Okay, then fine. I'll accept the replay just because I actually didn't catch that, but.
I don't know if I'm liking the extended clips of the previous week.
Well, it's almost so our first two shows were about roughly an hour 45, we'll say. Last week's was 2 hours, and I'm assuming this week's going to be 2, and it's almost like it's because of these.
Yeah. Which, I mean, maybe instead of having a commercial, you're kind of incorporating hey, this is what happened, to remind fans.
Which could be good, especially if you didn't watch let's say, I didn't order last week's show. I guess this is really nice for the person who didn't watch. Which then it helps okay, this coming show looks like crap. I'll probably get a replay the week after if I order, so that's okay. Right. I can miss this one. I could see this working in a lot of... Oh no. This...
Oh, Scott Hall's calling it. What does he say?
He's got a message for everyone. You beat me up good. I was carried out on a stretcher. He said you didn't. Yeah.
How many times you get up?
Oh, he said he's up and he's coming after you. Oh, and he's starting with Brian Christopher, he said. K-Krush is next. Oh. And then saving Jarrett for last, he says. Oh, he's got something special for Jarrett. I hope he brings one of his buddies, if you know what I'm saying. Wolfpack.
Kevin Nash.
I'm high hopes, man. I can have high hopes.
Isn't Kevin Nash with WWE? So I think he's still WWE.
That's a really great point, and I think he is, yeah.
Oh, speaking of Brian Christopher, here he comes for, I'm assuming, a match. Hopefully not just a promo.
All in black, baby. He's got to look bad.
Yeah, black and like
not dancing.
Silver. He's not dancing. You're right. I like his facials though. Like they're kind of over the top corny, but I kind of like it. And why he looks like a gangster.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if it really fits. Because this guy was a dancing kind of goofball 2 weeks ago. Now he's like some thug. I don't know if I can buy into that. There's like an 8-year-old kid in the crowd, like, yeah, dude, I'm liking this.
Yeah, so he does have the microphone, and so he's not wrestling. Oh, his shirt now says cruel instead of too cool. It says too cruel.
Jesus. Great. Well, they don't like him. They're chanting that he sucks. Explain yourself, Christopher.
This is not going to be good.
Probably not.
What the hell? There comes a time in everyone's life when you make a transition from a child to an adult. So that was just last week. Oh, a child to a man.
You know what? If the fans were chanting what right now, they would probably totally fuck him up.
Absolutely.
Oh, they are kind of doing it.
Well,
whoa.
So he said he was labeled Jerry Lawler's son, which, newsflash, he is.
Yes. But they like really kept that under wraps for a surprisingly long time.
Really? I don't know if I knew that.
Yeah. I think who was it? I think Doug Gilbert like revealed it on a USWA TV show. And they were like, fuck. Shit.
I didn't know that. Oh, okay. So he's talking about basically like the king getting him in places and using his dad as like the...
Oh. That's probably pretty accurate. It's not bullshit. That's actually kind of right. $14 years. Is it 14 years?
Huh.
14 years? Oh, maybe. I guess that's about right. It's true.
You weren't there. My shoes.
Don West just said that he'll join Father Mitchell next. Oh, so wait a minute. So to justify turning on Scott Hall, he's basically saying that his father wasn't there for him.
That's kind of weird.
So he's got daddy issues? Is that what they're...
It's like, yeah, he wasn't there. Like, okay.
It's kind of a weird thing. This is a weird promo that he's just shooting on his father and not really bringing it to the Scott Hall issue. Now he is. Interesting.
Oh, last week, Brian Christopher kicked some ass. This is odd right now. Oh, he's taking off the vest. He's mad.
I'm not really digging it.
Oh, he can finally say what's on his mind. Oh, and tell Jerry Lawler he can go to hell. And he just licked his lips and he's staring at the camera right now.
Yeah. This is not a believable promo. It's just not. I mean, I like Brian Christopher, but at this point, coming off of the Too Cool deal, and this is all about Jerry Lawler, who is not with the company. He's not with TNA.
No, and he's not gonna be.
No.
He still keeps talking about it. Did someone miss their cue? Someone come out here and shut him up.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, he just name dropped Vince McMahon.
Well, you know what's funny is he's saying that Jerry Lawler wasn't there for him. But he worked in the same company as his father in the USWA. Like, I don't know, the entire time he was there. And then he also would be in the World Wrestling Federation for like the next 4 years after that. So if his father was just purposely like ignoring him, that's hilarious. And it's all about, okay, so then why are you still using the last name?
It's no longer about Brian Lawler, but why are you saying that?
Yeah. So is he going by Brian Lawler now instead of Brian Christopher? I'm
curious. Here comes Norman Smiley.
No, you see, you're not saying it right. Norman Smiley. That's how you pronounce it. And here comes Christopher. He is stomping a mud hole into Norman Smiley in the corner, and he is going to get a beer, and he's going to drink it and give him a hell yeah. All right, TNA's overselling this, saying he's a very violent and very vicious persona. All he did was do kicks, and then he just yanked him down by his head.
So violent. Oh, he just spit his gum into the crowd. That's gross.
Yeah, he sure did.
I'd boo him for that.
That is not COVID regulated at all. Here is a Rick Rude-like neck breaker to the swivel. No. All right. Oh, I thought he was going to, but he just readjusted his bandana.
Close enough.
Yeah.
Whipping Norman against ropes, ducks a clothesline and a dropkick.
I wish Norman was wearing like the hockey gear and the helmet.
Oh, I love the gear.
Screaming Norman. That's the best Norman Smiley. That or when he murdered Chavo Guerrero's mop in a wood chipper. A nice swinging scoop slam.
I like that move a lot. That's nice.
Yeah. Here we go. Here's a real question, though. Will he do the big wiggle? I think he will on Brian Christopher. I think he'll do it.
He better, because he didn't get to do it in the Battle Royal.
Which was bullshit. And he should have done it to Jeff Jarrett. Here we go. He's going to do it right here. Ready? Atomic drop when Lawler. Yep. See? Saw that coming a mile away.
That was good. Yeah, good call.
A mile away. Here we go.
Crowd
Lawler's like crying. He's doing it. Yes. The big
Look at the crowd doing that.
I love it. That's the best one. This show gets a thumbs up already just because we got the big wiggle. Oh, shit. DDT by Lawler. Smiley's selling it like he's dead.
He is. He just got a DDT. He's done.
He did take it pretty well. I feel like this is just an extended match here for Christopher at this point. Jerry's kid. Is that all right? So is that the whole heat then? Is that he doesn't want to be known as Jerry's kid, and that's what they're gonna say?
Well, I guess that's probably what that promo gets to. It's to get the crowd to chant something to get the heat on him like that. So
yeah,
I guess I can understand, but it's still really random nonetheless.
You know, this would all work if Jerry Lawler was, could work with TNA, and like lead to a match between the two. But that can't happen.
Yeah. Nice thought, though.
Yeah. Now he's choking Smiley with his bandana. Come on, Scott. That's against the rules. What is he doing now? He's going to do a stinger splash.
He keeps yelling to the same crowd section.
Yeah. Well, that's probably the side that are all paid fans.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's probably emptier on the other side, but...
Yeah. He just did like an awkward looking running shoulder ram. It wasn't even a spear. He ran and then stopped and then did the shoulder spot. That was kind of bizarre. What is he doing now? He's doing it again. And naturally Smiley moves and he hits the post. Smiley now coming back with some right hands. With what is he doing? Headbutt? That was weird.
I like how he jumped and moved, did cheerleader legs when he did it.
That was interesting. And clothesline off the ropes. That's going to be a 2 count. No one hooks the leg. What is going on with that?
That's how you know they're going to kick out. Interesting
Yes.
point here, Bob.
Yeah.
Norman. So we got Norman Smiley. We have, Devin Storm now. I already forgot his name.
Tempest.
Tempest. Jesus. They were both on the first show in the Battle Royal and have now reappeared. So I would
Right.
and Buff Bagwell did. So I think it's safe to say a lot of those people who we did see in there, if we haven't seen them already again, we probably will.
Well, I hope we see Steve Corino again, because I think Corino would be a lot of fun here.
That would be fun. I hope we see the fake Scott Steiner guy, but that's my own opinion.
Del Rios. Oh, he just hit the hip hop drop off of a low blow. Really? That's how they set that up.
And that's it.
That's good for the 3. Yeah. All right. So this cements it for me that I am not going to buy into a Brian Christopher heel run, and there is no chance in hell that he is going to beat Scott Hall. There's no way.
So he grabs a microphone and says, "Hey, yo, Scott Hall. Hope you were watching."
Hey, that's Goldberg's line.
Yeah, hold up. He said, "Punk, you're next." Is that a Goldberg tease?
It's messed up. Shouldn't be doing fake promises. Yeah, all right. So I don't know. That wasn't executed very well to me. All right, let's go to Goldilocks. She's walking up to Bill Behrens and Jeff Jarrett. Oh, what? Jeff Jarrett thinks he has a title match with Ken Shamrock tonight. And he was so confident of it. He's like, "What are you talking about? My title shot with Ken Shamrock."
He said he's the number 1 contender. Now give him a damn title shot.
Oh, it's Omori.
Oh! Holy crap.
Oh,
okay.
All right.
So Bill says you're suspended, and then Jarrett says, "Suspend this," and grabs his wiener. And someone was just yelling in a room, and Goldilocks
I think that was Father James Mitchell.
Oh.
Talking about being like he's their Lord and Master, and
And then the door got pulled shut.
What is it? Oh, is this Ron? Is this K-Krush?
K-Krush versus what's his name? Hermie. Yep.
Yeah. You know what's really funny is like he came out dancing like I thought, like if Brian Christopher wasn't evil.
Well, yeah. So
K-Krush is a heel, but comes out dancing.
Yeah. I was
and
just
then Brian
gonna say.
Christopher's like, "Well, I don't do that anymore." So
Yeah.
Okay, it's weird. 3 weeks ago.
Sick and tired of hearing about some damn race cars.
You're a fucking Hermie. How about you just shut your mouth for a second? Didn't he say that K-Krush doesn't look like an athlete, and like K-Krush is just shredded?
Something like that.
Come on, man. Here we go. Footage of this now 2 weeks ago where they cost him his match against Brian Christopher when Christopher was a good guy.
Yeah.
It's amazing that we've already had a heel turn.
I love that.
And then last
Bet you weren't hit a lot as a kid because you don't listen.
Yeah. We are 34 minutes and 30 seconds into this show.
So,
Hermie took down K-Krush and he beat him up a little bit on the aisle.
Yeah, now looking at these clips here, this has been the longest story so far. We've had 3 weeks of build for this match.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
I really think that Hermie will look bad. Like in terms of like trying to do punches and stuff like that. But you're right. This is the longest story that we have.
And
aside from Jeff Jarrett wanting to be the world champion.
Well, of course. But it's interesting because it's like Toby Keith thing. He came and did a suplex. He's gone. But like Hermes kind of hung out, and it's like we're actually going to get a match out of like the celebrity guy who came in. So I think that's fun.
Yeah. He wants respect, or he says that the fans don't respect a good talent when they see it, which I think is fair. I think K-Krush has been a lot of fun so far in the first 4 weeks.
I absolutely agree.
Oh, okay, now he's threatening fans. That's good.
Like today said, he's making friends with the ringsiders.
So yeah, he's gonna kick all the fans' asses.
I like this.
He's getting some good heat. I'm telling you, man. Like, the crowd is like, "Fuck you."
I think he can, and that's why I don't want him to turn face right now.
No, I wouldn't.
He told someone to put down a Hermie sign before he comes and puts it in his ass.
He wants to shove everything up.
Someone threw a cup in the ring.
Oh wow.
Okay, so he's getting some. Wow. He's definitely getting some good heat right now. People
Yeah,
are throwing
for sure.
stuff at him.
That's the first time we've seen that. Trash being thrown into the ring. And all right, here comes Hermie. What kind of music does he have?
I was just trying to hear that too.
I would have laughed if he came out to AJ Styles theme music.
If only Bob Holly was with him.
Oh my God, with this Sparky Plug outfit, that'd be awesome.
Okay, so we got a racing flag and a stop sign.
Oh well, $20 that the stop sign's used.
Right. Well, yeah, come on.
Give me a break. I know he's a NASCAR driver, but his job is to like ignore stop signs, so I don't know why they'd bring that out.
And a gas tank.
Gas? What is going on? What are they going to do? Light him on fire? Jesus.
Hermie's looking jacked in his muscle shirt and dad shoes.
He is not looking jacked.
No. We're going right into the match here. Pushing and push each other.
But what's funny is Krush
slapping each other.
He poked him in the chest and Hermie like stumbled back pretty good out of a poke. Oh, sell the punch, Hermie. Fall down.
Well, realistically, if K-Krush punches Hermie Sadler, that dude's down.
Yeah, and he just staggered twice. Oh, misses a leaping heel kick. And then Hermie just knocks him off the ropes to the floor.
Oh, he's going to jump off the apron with a forearm, kind of.
Yeah, I mean, he looks horrible. Like, these punches and everything it's so bad.
I have a bad feeling about who's going to win this match.
Dude, if Hermie pins K-Krush, I swear to God. Hermie, fall down when you get punched by a wrestler. Why does he keep staggering? That's pissing me off.
K-Krush holding him against the rope. I don't know what he's looking like someone's missing a cue or I don't know what's happening.
It sure looks it. So he switched to a different post. Is that what he's like looking for something? Oh, he just hit the post. Oh, that was weird. Hermie with some more punches to the head, if you want to call them punches. They're like overhand swipes, really. This is a joke.
Well, we knew it was going to be.
But this is the type of stuff that, like, as a wrestling fan, like, this is 100% fake. Like, come on.
Well, so yeah. Because, as I just said, K-Krush would beat the shit out of this guy.
Oh, my God. Hey, you know what? At least he hooked the leg. That's the first
and
cover
I don't know.
that's hooked.
What do I like more? Do I like a celebrity coming in and, like, not giving a shit? Or do I like him, like, okay, I'm going to try it out and, like, kind of be part of it? Oh. He hit him with the axe kick.
Yeah.
He's got to be done. Oh, kissing the guns there.
I would have laughed hysterically if Hermie just popped up like he was Hulk Hogan, and he was like, "No, not today."
Right.
Oh, Hermie kicks out. What a joke! This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. You know, at least with Lawrence Taylor, he was a football player. You know, he notably had said he was training for his wrestling match with Bigelow, but Hermie's coming in like 3 weeks, no training, no like experience, and he's kicking out all this shit. Like, come on.
No, that's a good point.
Krush just hit a vertical suplex, so he's naturally going to get a 2 count because Hermie somehow has strength. Yeah. Come on, Slick Johnson, do your job right for once.
K-Krush
Slick Johnson eventually gets like, you know, pretty jacked.
Yeah, he does. He gets super jacked and he wears shorts and he's like a wicked buff referee.
Killings with a power slam.
After he did air humps with Hermie on his shoulder. He keeps trying to pin him with a finger, which is really funny.
And Hermie keeps kicking out, which, like, no. I don't. It could be as simple. You know, K-Krush should win this with a sleeper hold. Because technically, Hermie shouldn't know how to get out of that.
Realistically, yeah.
If he does a figure 4, and Hermie doesn't, if Hermie counters this, see, he should be tapping out right now. He's even using those for leverage. Are you kidding me?
One of them hit him with the sign or something. You brought a sign out, use it.
They will. They will, for sure.
His pit crew is trying to get the crowd to chant Hermie, and I don't think it's working.
No. Well, can you imagine the crowd? Like, do you really want to sit there and chant? Oh my God, he countered it. Would you really want to be in there like chanting for a guy named Hermie?
No.
Yeah, that's like the least intimidating name ever. Oh my God. All right, so he's taking a scissors kick, vertical suplexes, and he still won't drop on a punch. Get the fuck out of here. Did you see that?
I don't have a comment.
He just hit a sit-out powerbomb. What is going on?
I think Hermie's about to be a staple in the NWA-TNA.
This is... Oh my God. You know what? Killings here is carrying it. I mean, he's doing everything.
But yeah, he's making Hermie not look as shitty as he could with someone else, really.
Yeah. Oh, pin him. Get him. Get him. Use the ropes. Why not?
Hey,
there you go.
Thank God, man. Okay, so the pit crew is absolutely furious. And, cheap shot on Hermie right there.
I love it. Just beat him up. Go back to NASCAR, you piece of shit.
Oh, look at the pit crew's grabbing all their shit and about to get in the ring, I feel like. Oh, no, they're not. Okay.
No, they're just
they still did grab it, but...
How are you going to bring out the stop sign and not use it?
Yeah, what the heck? Only $20, I guess.
Yeah, what I lost. What? What?
Oh my God.
Okay. What? Okay. On what basis are we reversing the decision?
Dude, oh my God.
I'm
so
the
mad right
cheap
now.
shot after a punch after the match. They're reversing it. All right. You know what? That's bullshit. Anytime after a match that somebody hits their opponent, it should be a reverse decision if that's the precedent they're doing right here.
I'm so mad.
What is this? This guy looks like Yuji Nagata, but it's Omari. Hindu squats.
Yeah.
And he's having a tough time with it, looks like.
Are
you fucking kidding me? Alicia is going to get money from this guy? Wow. Okay, that's funny. That's funny.
So Don West is like, Ed, tell us about that. He said he would tell us later, which is what he said last week.
Oh my God.
I can deal with her doing that to like referees, I guess, and like Ed Ferrara, but like and JB even. But like now you're doing it to like a guy who's about to fight for the world title? Like come on.
That's a weird. Oh wait, there's more shows. Oh, probably the same ones that I've already
I think they're the same ones. Yeah. NWAWrestling.com. Not sure where that brings you today, but go ahead.
Well, would it not be Billy Corgan's?
I don't know. Hold on. Let's find out.
Is that just NWA.com? I don't know. What is this? Well, we don't know who's in the ring, JB. You never said.
Oh, the Hot Shots.
Oh, the Hot Shots. All right. So Chase Stevens and Cassidy O'Reilly making their in-ring debut, at least.
Oh, Bob. In case you are curious, NWAWrestling.com may be available for purchase.
No way.
You can contact the domain owner if you're interested.
Oh.
That's what happens when I search it.
All right. Here you go. Cassidy O'Reilly, Chase Stevens. And they're taking on the Briscoe brothers.
Whoa.
From Ring of Honor fame. Let me, I know I have a note on these fellas. Yeah, so these guys have worked all over the Northeast, working for Ring of Honor, Combat Zone Wrestling, and Jersey All Pro. And a lot of times they have these Mark and Jay Briscoe working against each other. So a lot of times they wrestle each other. And I'm assuming that these guys got kind of seen by the NWA because Jay defeated Mark on the June 29th NWA Wildside show. So that's likely how they got on their radar, in case you're wondering.
Nice. Hey, this is really cool, though. I didn't know they were here really at all, or this early.
no.
I mean, I think I've recently learned that they were in TNA early, but I didn't know, especially this early.
Yeah.
So this is cool.
They are incredibly thin
Yeah.
compared to what they are like today.
And listen to that, Bob. Mike today is talking about them wrestling in the Northeast.
No way. That's crazy. I would not. Oh, they've wrestled in Japan too. Chase Stevens with a spine buster on Jay, and Mark came out of nowhere with a weird looking drop kick.
And Chase Stevens will be around for a while too, I believe. So,
Jesus, Stevens backdrops Mark to the floor. Yeah, Chase will. I don't know, like if he's a regular for like the first year or.
I was gonna say it might be a while, but
yeah, and then Jay just got backdropped as well onto Mark on the floor. So.
And it looks like we might.
I think I like the hot shots. They're pretty decent.
Holy! Oh my God! Did you see? I can't tell which one it is. Is it O'Reilly? He landed on his face. But
it's probably O'Reilly. If it's the one that was furthest on the right.
Yes. Holy.
That was
crap.
Cassidy O'Reilly. Yeah.
So what I was about to say before I was waiting until that move happened, but wait a second.
Oh no! Here comes TNA version of Psycho Sid.
Hey,
interrupting a fun match, and there goes the spine buster for Stevens. Malice. Is he gonna cut a promo on Goldberg right now? I'm 85-0. Oh,
wait a second.
God.
Wait a second.
Is Briscoe Brothers part of the new church?
Nope.
No.
Malice with a double clothesline.
Plot twist. Because the Briscoes their look would fit with that.
I could easily see it, dude.
All right, Malice with a chokeslam on Cassidy O'Reilly. Yeah, great. So now we've already seen Tempest and Slash in 2 segments. Same thing with Mitchell, too. Oh, now he's got Jay. And Jay just got dropped on his head. Did they make a sound effect on that?
Yeah, I think they
went
might
off.
have.
That was corny as shit.
I was really confused. I thought someone was coming out.
No, I think they made a sound effect, and I really think the crowd was like, "Holy shit! What the hell was that?"
So I guess
it might have worked.
It might have worked because it kind of got me too.
He just fucking.
All right, so Malice is an absolute ass kicker, and I really like Malice.
Yeah, but you know what? The thing is that they need to do this type of stuff and have him win matches for a while.
Absolutely. So
and then get him back in the main event.
Oh, James Mitchell says, "Vengeance is mine." He's got a microphone with his Disciples of the New Church here in the ring.
Oh, they're not leaving the ring.
Oh. Until the blood of Ken Shamrock is on the hands of Malice.
No, they're not through with him yet. Is Ken? Oh yeah, Ken is here. I was supposed to be like, is he even here? Of course he is. He's fighting Omari.
Yes, yeah.
That was a dumb thought.
No, because I thought about it earlier too.
Yeah.
So that's funny. So he's like, you can either come to the ring and face annihilation like a man, or B, stay in the back like the coward you are. Oh. And be responsible of the bloodshed of innocent victims.
Oh man. He's gonna essentially kill all the people in the crowd. Only the people that didn't pay. If you paid for the show, you're good.
Mm-hmm.
But if you got a freebie ticket, we're gonna murder you.
Oh, he said you have 10 seconds starting now, and then said, oops, time's up.
So what is he doing?
He's about to set him loose.
Ed Ferrara.
Oh, man, that'd be awesome.
Ed.
Wait.
No, Ed.
Looking at Scott Armstrong.
No, don't go, Scott. No. Scott, run.
Oh, who are they pointing at?
I don't know. Not Don.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
No, the poor staff guy? Oh, what the hell, man?
They're saying his name, but I don't know what it is, but...
Oh.
It's the timekeeper. Malice is ripping the timekeeper's shirt off.
There's no fucking way he's doing a powerbomb right here. Okay, I didn't think so.
Here comes Ken Shamrock. I feel like every time Shamrock's here, he looks jacked more and more. But okay.
Yeah, he does. He's looking a lot. He's like looking slender each and every week.
So he was about to attack. He attacked Tempest and Slash, but then Malice took control.
Yeah. Well, it's a 3-on-1.
Well, I'd hope so, but you never know. It's wrestling.
All right, he's stalling before this chokeslam. Something's gonna happen.
Wicked hard. Oh, Omari.
Okay, great. So, what does this mean? Are we gonna get like a freaking tag match or something instead of
the title match? Or next week.
Yeah. But now they're friends. It looks like the way Amari's boots are. It looks like he's like wearing like cowboy boots, but they're not.
They did the classic. We didn't know we were helping each other, and our backs touched. And wait a second.
How do you not know you're helping somebody when you ran out to help them?
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense. Where's the referee? Let's just have him go right now. Why wait 45 minutes?
I have a feeling we might, because the X title is the main event, the X number one contender X match.
Oh, it is. Okay. Farrar just said later this evening.
Okay.
Wait, so we're not going to get it right now?
Nope. Sending it back to
Really? They're going to make these guys do a second entrance? Oh, here comes the Depths.
Oh, God.
Load is kissing on whatever her name is. I can't remember.
Fluffy or something, isn't it?
Fluff.
Oh, he's like Fluff, and he's like humping her. It's kind of weird.
Yeah. He's picking his nose. What the fuck?
Oh, I don't like this at all.
I don't like it either. What is this guy talking about? He's talking about like a horny coon dog?
What?
They're fighting the Elvises tonight?
I don't even know what he just said, and I don't like any of it.
I have no idea what he said. He's some kind of animal that hadn't gotten laid in a while, and they get like a scent or something. Yeah.
Now he's like pretending to hump Fluff over there or something, and
yeah.
Oh, he's like touching her boob. Okay, I'm super uncomfortable.
What is going on? This is bad.
Poor Goldilocks. Oh my God, this needs to end. Shit. That's all he keeps talking about.
Yeah, if it looks like, smells like, and feels like shit, then you don't put it in your mouth. It probably is shit. Whose music is this?
Oh, he said it was scheduled to be the Dups, and then it wasn't the Dups music, and then the music cut off, and now we're to JB. Oh, okay, so they're saying, oh wait, that's the music again. JB's in the ring looking like, wait, why is that playing?
Okay, so they fucked it up twice. What is going on?
Something. It's a gimmick.
Who is it?
I can't tell.
Who's that? Jasmine St. Clair. Okay, so Dallas, do me a favor. Type in Pornhub.com and then go into the search bar and type in Jasmine St. Clair, and then you'll get to see all of her.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, who is she?
She's a porn star.
Oh, like she's not a wrestler.
Oh, no. She's a porn star. I mean, she was in ECW, I guess, technically. But she was in a relationship with the Blue Meanie. In fact, she was from like 2000 or like 99 maybe. 99, 2000 until 2005.
Really?
Yeah, which was, horrible. Like Blue Meanie's a, good guy who comes across as a good guy. But I guess like in 2005, she just like stopped showing up because they ran a 3PW together.
Oh, wow.
Like, they were the owners of it with Todd Gordon too. But And then she just stopped showing up and paying for it. But I think she was the money because she was raking in some good money from getting gangbanged by various men. But yeah.
Interesting.
Great. So is this going to be the next feud for Taylor Vaughn? Jasmine St. Clair, another non-wrestler.
It's got to be.
3 weeks. There's no way that Jasmine St. Clair has watched the 3 shows at home.
For 3 weeks.
There's no way.
She's also said that she's been... What?
She wants to see some ass.
She's been patiently waiting.
To see some ass. See? TNA stands for tits and ass. That's a horrible precedent for your company. Yeah.
Oh boy, she's stroking the microphone.
Sure is. Oh, man.
Oh, so she's like, is there anyone in this building who wants to see some real TNA tonight? And JB is like...
Well, yeah. What is that guy doing?
What
is that a plant? Or is that
we'll find out in a minute, I bet you.
She's not going to do nothing.
We're on pay-per-view, man. Who knows?
Yeah.
She's like, she's got it, and she's going to flaunt it just for you. And Ed Ferrara is dying on commentary. Does anyone have a chair, please?
Lord.
Look at this.
Johnson's like, hurry up, man. He's applauding her. This is so stupid.
So we had a decent show until this happened.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, it was a lot better than last week. Oh my God.
Oh, no. Don West goes, for the first time in my life, I want to be Jeremy Borash.
That's the way he said it, though. That was so good. What is she gonna do? She's gonna do something.
Yeah, something's up here.
Is she gonna slap him or something?
Can I have music, please? What is she about to do to JB?
Striptease.
She's kind of dancing.
Yeah.
JB's face right now. So she's dancing. She's teasing. Oh, Ed Ferrara says he's got a fistful of singles. TNA goes, he's getting a lap dance, and I'm sitting next to West and Ferrara, he says.
He's like staring right at her ass. What is she doing? Oh, boy. Oh. She's got a Band-Aid on her knee. That's weird.
Yeah.
What happened there?
Well, don't worry. She took off her underwear.
Yeah, great. Put it in his mouth or something. That'd be great.
The crowd's going nuts.
Yeah. Oh.
Is she putting it on his head?
Yep. Oh, come on, Bill.
What? Ed Ferrara just speared Bill, who's covering her up with a coat, and Ed is ripping him off again.
He fucking speared him. Oh my God. And he was like, no, Bill, it's not anything against you. We need this. Fuck Bill Behrens, man.
Dude, that spear was so funny.
That was awesome. He just told JB to hold him back as he was going to go after Bill Behrens. This is where they should be throwing trash, is that Bill Behrens.
They're booing him wicked hard.
They are.
Okay, that was... Him spearing Bill like that saved that segment for me. That was hilarious.
I need to find Ed Ferrara and just send him a link to Jasmine St. Clair and be like, hey, man, this is 18 years after the fact, but here you go. I'll help you out.
Today goes, it looks like she came here for a little exposure.
Yeah. I thought it was a fan that somehow got into the room.
Okay. Well, here are the dubs.
Well, speaking of shit, if they smell like it, it probably is shit. You know, that's the Depp brothers
with fluff.
You know, it's weird because I feel like in Pro Wrestling Illustrated, around this time. Like the Dutt brothers had gotten some hype,
Huh.
but from like even from the stuff I've seen of them in ECW in like 2000, I mean they're not. I don't know. It's not enjoyable. Maybe it was more so like what the characters were.
And yeah, that's a good point.
Because in ring, I mean, I don't know. I mean, Bo he's a decent like power guy, I guess, but I don't know.
All right, so here come the Flying Elvises. So is it going to say the Flying Elvis impersonators again, or is it just finally the Flying Elvises?
I don't know.
They were announced as the Flying Elvises.
Well, I feel like impersonators doesn't need to be there because we know they're impersonators.
Oh, they just said Jimmy Yang is on tour with All Japan, so he's not here.
All right.
There we go. Flying Elvises,
Flying
baby.
Elvises.
Hunka
So that
hunka.
means we get Jorge Estrada and Sonny Siaki. Siaki just faked out some fans on a fist bump. I like Sonny Siaki. I've always liked his look. I don't think they should be saddled with this gimmick, though.
I agree with that. Now, just remember, I think they just mentioned this on commentary also. It was brought up in the X Division matches previously that the Elvises were very disappointed that they were not included in that double elimination match.
Yeah.
In pay-per-view number 2. So they definitely, I think we're going to see more of them in the X Division, just not tonight. Holy crap.
Well, you know what? But they should be in the match tonight in the main event.
Nope, can't. Got to do a tag match.
Yeah.
Estrada got chucked over the top rope.
Yeah, and then Siaki took a weird looking spine buster. I don't know if he was trying to like change it into a DDT or something, but it looked weird.
Oh no.
Well, what in the hell is going on? All right, these last 2 segments you should have been like cut out. Like this match probably doesn't need to happen, and then the whole Jasmine St. Clair thing is ridiculous. But here comes Mortimer Plumtree.
For no reason. They said a Johnsonless Mortimer Plumtree is coming out.
The Johnsons have ditched him. We haven't seen the Johnsons either. I want to point that out.
Oh, God.
Mortimer is at fucking commentary. Great. Jorge working with Bo. This is just a match I would not be wanting to see at all. But,
well, it's just random.
Well, right. Like if this was on normal cable, I would just change the channel.
I don't want to listen to
saying that it's going to be fine. Oh,
yeah.
Estrada with a nice little flip off the ropes there. Well, okay, so Plumtree's making it sound like as if they've made up him and the Johnsons. I'm not buying it.
No, me either. Atomic drop and then a shoulder block by one of them.
That'd be Stan, right?
Stan, yeah, Stan and Bo. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and Fluff is on.
And Fluff.
God, this is. What is?
Oh,
double leg slam. That's a 2 count.
Yeah, Dups don't do it for me.
No.
We know the Elvises are good in the ring. The gimmick sucks, but I can at least look past that. I think for how they can work at least. But Dups don't do it for me. Stan has never done it for me and never will. So not a fan.
That was a nice power slam, I guess. Plumtree was talking about Jerry Lynn, I think, as being a suspect for something.
I was trying to listen in a little bit as well. He was also talking about Joel Gertner and stuff too.
Yeah.
So pretty interesting. Going for a cover.
Well, we still have an NWA World Title match.
Yep.
With Shamrock and Omari.
And then we have the number 1 contender 6-way X Division match to determine the number 1 contender. So those are the last matches we know are happening.
Well, the X Division match is probably going to go at least like 25 minutes, half hour.
No, it's got to.
With 6 of them. I mean.
So Tanae's asking Plumtree what he sees in the ring. Oh, there it goes. Split like moonsault.
That was a nice moonsault by Siaki. Oh, my spine buster.
The way Plumtree talks, I can't listen to him on commentary. It's driving me nuts.
But is this like a way to shift Plumtree into a different tag team? And by the sounds of it, he's kind of putting over the depths here.
So I was kind of thinking they were going to end up switching to him too, to be honest. I think they got to kill the Johnsons gimmick. They got to do it.
Yeah. Sounds like they're losing the crowd with this match too.
Yeah, they definitely are. It's quieted down a lot. You go from like, hey, I'm going to show you my boobs to the dubs.
Yeah. Ferrara just mentioned how come Siaki and Estrada are not in the X Division match later tonight, which is a valid question. I mean, they won the first match in TNA history, and they're not getting any kind of respect.
Yeah, which is crazy.
Siaki just tossed Stan with a overhead pup handle suplex. Oh, and Estrada gets the win with the perfect 10, which was a springboard somersault moonsault or senton. There you go. Tonight just pretty much took it out of my mouth.
Pretty much.
All right, so the closing sequence there was good, but I mean there was just no real reason to do this.
I guess it was to get the Elvises back on, to be honest. That's how I look at it. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, shit. Jerry Lynn's beating up AJ Styles. What is going on? What the fuck?
What is happening right now?
Holy shit.
Okay, so this is nuts. They're throwing each other over tables and catering.
What the fuck? They were fine. I mean, yeah, Lynn was a little pissed off, but like, now they're beating the shit out of each other? Oh, Jesus. God. Just random headfirst into the food stand thing.
And into cigar rails. Lynn's got the title. Oh,
he just threw it at him. No, what is he doing? Don't do it, Jerry.
No
You'll
way.
Kill him. Cradle pile driver on the oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh,
you call him a Gloria.
Celebrate now, you glory hound. Damn glory hound.
Glory hound, yeah.
Whoa. That was insane.
Well, there goes that tag team. That lasted 2 weeks.
Wow. Did not expect that. So we're getting some stats.
I would say that is the best segment. The best segment that we've gotten so far.
Yeah, I didn't expect it.
That was crazy.
So we're getting tail of the tape here for the NWA Heavyweight Championship match. Ken Shamrock. He's the master of submissions.
Is that it?
Omori is a high-impact striker. Pretty sure
Is that
Shamrock is too, isn't he? I don't know.
Well, I would imagine, yeah. UFC fighter. Big match experience, but big is in quotes. So big is probably subjective.
But Omori is fresh and focused.
Okay. Whatever. See, now, so what we got from the last time we saw these guys was the Jasmine St. Clair thing in that match, and then the Styles brawl or whatever. They should have just had these guys wrestle when they came out originally.
I think they should have also.
Well, they're booing them. I don't know why they're booing them, because there's no context as to why they should be. He's just some guy. Jun Akamaya. He beat him in 7 seconds. That's the fastest main event finish in Japan. Now here comes Ken Shamrock.
Just for all of our listeners listening, if you do want to watch along and you're not watching on the whole show, they do have this match on Impact YouTube channel. This match, the title match here. So,
where's the championship?
Wow, that's a great question.
Does he not have it? Did he forget it?
Huh.
Is it already in the ring?
No, the ref does not have the title.
The referee does not have it. So where's the championship belt? Because he didn't have it when he didn't have it when he ran out.
Okay, they just rang the bell. So
I'm going to say that he does not have the belt with him.
Okay, something's up.
Did the new church steal it or something? I mean, we don't know it.
I feel like they would have had to tell us that, but unless they're going to come out with it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Ooh,
Shamrock with a quick DDT there.
And they do mention there's a lot of Japanese press ringside, a lot of photographers, more than there was in other matches, I think.
Yeah. I wonder, are they going to do like a King of the Ring 90? What is Harley Race doing here?
Okay.
Oh, all right. Are they going to do like a King of the Ring 93 finish where a photographer gets on the apron and then shoots fire into one of the faces, and that finishes it off?
Shamrock's got like a triangle hold in of some kind there, and
it's like a head scissors armbar.
Kind of cool.
That was weird. Now he's telling Scott to get out his face. See, now if he were to punch Hermie Sadler like that, Hermie would just stagger.
Yeah, that's so true.
We are 1 hour, 12 minutes, and 35 seconds into show number 4 in TNA history. Thus far, on the upswing, I would say, compared to last week. We had a couple of poor segments back-to-back there, but the Jerry Lynn Styles brawl kind of put us back on the right track.
I agree.
Omari with a spinning heel kick. Or a leg attack, as TNA would call it.
So TNA's mentioning that the title is a world heavyweight title because people that are outside of the company are allowed to come in and challenge for it, which is why we have right now Omori coming in from Japan. So interesting note, possibly foreshadowing that we might see more international talent, outside talent come in and challenge for the title.
I'm trying to think of who else would be interesting to be like brought in. When he says other people from outside the company, does that mean like The Undertaker could come into TNA?
Why not?
And challenge Ken Shamrock?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Here's Kurt Angle. I don't know.
Only if. Oh.
Speaking of Kurt Angle, with Shamrock being back in TNA, it's a shame that they didn't bring him back earlier to actually get a Shamrock Angle match.
That's a really great point. And you know what? Even later in Angle's run, if they brought Shamrock back, I bet you it still could have been pretty decent.
Probably. I would, yeah. Like in 2015 even.
Yeah.
Omori with a weak-looking heel kick that time in the corner. It was more of like a hip check. And he went for another one and missed it.
If I had to take a guess here, I feel like they brought in Omori just so Shamrock can beat... I'm assuming. I obviously don't know if he wins this match, but assuming he does. So he can beat, we brought in this big guy from Japan to, try to elevate him as a top-tier heavyweight champion instead of just, I beat Malice.
Well, I would have to think so. But the whole thing that's, bad about this is that no one, I don't know who Omori is.
I don't either.
I have even heard of him since this, for goodness sakes. So, he could be this huge star in Japan, but nobody in Tennessee for sure is going to know who he is, so no one's going to care. I could sit here and tell you, oh, hey, this guy's been a 12-time All-Japan champion or whatever. But, who cares? No one's seen it. No one has an emotional investment to him.
No, that's a great point.
It was awful-looking neck breaker by Omori, which is good for a 2 count. Now, they should shed light here that Malice had weakened his neck, Ken Shamrock's neck, but they didn't. Full Nelson slam.
They could say they weakened his neck, but he still beat Malice last week, the same night the attack happened.
That is true. Omari now going to the top rope, and he is going to miss a knee drop. He is holding the wrong knee, though. Both knees hit the ground, but he was going with his right knee.
That's a good point.
And he's holding the left knee. So I mean, I guess either knee could be hurt, but it was kind of weird.
So I was trying to look up some stuff here, some live research about Omori, because we don't know who he is. So, I mean, a couple of notable things here. From 92 until 2000, he wrestled in All Japan Pro Wrestling, so that's a pretty long time in a top company there. He was also in the 1996 Royal Rumble, which they know he was eliminated by Jake Roberts. So I think that's kind of funny. But he wrestled in Pro Wrestling Noah, and then this is 2000 to 2004 Pro Wrestling Noah and other promotions. But it says that he was sent abroad to Harley Race's World League Wrestling promotion in the American Midwest, which is, I think, how he probably ended up here in TNA and Harley Race's ringside. That's what is making the most sense to me. I don't have a date on what I'm looking at, but
I don't know. I know like the same thing kind of happened with Kenta Kobashi in like 2005 when he went to Ring of Honor and had a match with Samoa Joe.
Oh, yeah.
They got him through Harley Race. Shamrock has a leg lock here on Omari, but he quickly gets to the ropes.
I feel like this match is very much like their tale of the tapes. Shamrock's doing a lot of submissions. Omori's trying to hit with some big strikes and stuff, even though I feel like he's missing half of them. But
yeah, and Omari's fresh and ready.
He's fresh and ready for this match.
Yeah. Back elbow strike to drop Kenneth the Shamrock. Okay, he's slapping his right knee, but Shamrock has been working over the left knee because Omari was selling the left knee off the knee drop. So he's just working over both knees then. I don't know what's going on anymore.
Yeah, I don't either.
And Ken going for a kick to the arm. I don't know what that was. He did a drop down of the arm and then kicked him in the arm anyway. And Omori coming back with some uppercuts. Ken is staggering around. Going for another full Nelson. Is he going to get him over? No, Shamrock breaks free pretty quick.
Ooh.
Oh, takes him down with an armbar.
Pretty weak looking armbar. Oh, he switched back to the ankle lock.
Oh, it was the ankle lock. Sit down, Ken. This could do it if you just sit down. Has he gotten anybody to tap out to the ankle lock yet?
Oh
shit.
God.
Here comes Jeff Jarrett.
And the answer is no to that.
Okay.
And Jarrett's
and that's a DQ, folks.
Yeah, okay, hold up a second though. Okay, Jarrett.
Oh God, he just smashed Omari over the head.
Jarrett came down to the ring and then had to run around to the other side to sneak up behind Shamrock. That was so bad. Oh no, Harley Race.
Harley, get out of there. Don't do it, Harley.
No way.
No way.
Oh
my God.
What?
Oh my God, he just fucking wrecked Harley Race over the head with a chair shot. Oh my God.
I did not think Harley Race was about to take a headshot like that.
No.
Unprotected, by the way.
Unprotected. All the security guys have put their hands up, though.
Right, Jarrett's going absolutely nuts, hitting all the security.
Shit.
He wants Shamrock. If I had to take a guess, do I know what match we're seeing next week?
Jarrett Shamrock?
It's got to be.
I mean, that seems to be the direction we're going in here. Oh God! All right, well, now he's just being up security.
Look at the dents in the chair. Oh my!
Oh, Jesus! He just destroyed Ken Shamrock with that chair.
Whoa!
Oh my God, that is disgusting. Maybe Jeff Jarrett's really pissed off that the booking committee won't let him be the champion. I don't know.
Who knows?
Holy shit!
He wants his damn title shot.
I would just, if I'm Ken Shamrock, I'd just give him the damn belt.
Literally.
Bob Armstrong, you son of a bitch. You get out
of here. Oh my God. Could we possibly see the return of Jackie Fargo? Damn you, Jackie Fargo!
How is nobody bleeding?
Yeah. Excellent question. I was actually thinking we were going to see a race showing some color there, but
Yeah, nothing happened.
wow. Okay, that was a lot. Sending back to Goldilocks. Here's Jerry Lynn freaking out, sitting down, looking like a maniac.
That was insane.
Goldilocks goes, "We saw you finally attacking AJ Styles."
Oh shit, Jerry.
Um,
What the fuck?
Holy crap. Okay, Jerry Lynn just said, "You want some? Open up and say ah," as he stood up. And now Goldilocks stood up and ran into Father James Mitchell.
Oh my lord.
Oh. James Mitchell says if she sees Jeff Jarrett, that he urgently needs to talk to him.
Someone sounds like they're tied up or something. What is that noise?
That's a good point. I do hear that too.
Like they're muffled.
Is it Jerry?
What is
Okay,
going?
so-
What is that noise?
We'll see in a second.
I can't believe Jerry Lynn just said, "You want some? Open your mouth and I'll give you some," or whatever he said. Jesus, Goldilocks, you can't hear that. Okay, now she hears it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I-
yeah, we do.
It's no, is it?
If it's Jim Miller. Oh shit, what's going on?
It's Bill.
It's Bill Barrett. It says F you on him again. You know what? It's probably Ed Ferrara.
It's got to be.
All right, what's up?
Okay, a lot just happened.
Yeah, that's a lot to take in.
That was 3 segments in one, essentially.
Oh, we're going into the X Division match here. We got Low Key. He's fired up.
Who, as of recently, come to find out he's an absolute moron. But, you know.
Whoa, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Masks do nothing.
Yeah,
I shouldn't have to wear a mask.
don't wear a mask. Okay.
No, I mean, nobody wants to wear a mask, but, like, come on.
Here we go.
Here's the Skipper.
Prime time, baby.
Here's a quick note about Elix Skipper. He also has not worked a match since the end of 2001, according to Cage Match. Well, actually, that's a lie. He worked for GCW prior to this match, so it's probably just a refresher. But for the most part, he hadn't worked a match.
So if you lose the match, you're eliminated. So
it's an elimination match. Okay. Here's Kid Romeo. He looks pretty
interesting note. First person to eliminated is going to be the number 6 competitor. So in order, we're about to find out our 1 through 6 contenders for the X title.
Interesting. Okay. So do you think Low Key really doesn't, like, he's not going to do it, or is he just trolling?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Who's this here?
Tony Mamaluke.
Tony Mamaluke. Okay.
Yeah. But you know what? So with Loki though, so let's say I'm systematic or whatever they call it.
Yes.
Symptomatic. Not systematic.
Yep,
Symptomatic.
got you. Yep, I know what you meant.
So like if I don't have any of the symptoms, I can still give it to you. And that could really impact you if
Here he is.
If that would
Fallen
damage.
Angel.
I like Christopher Daniels a lot.
Fallen Angel, Christopher Daniels.
Yeah. And then like in the Austin Aries too is trying to say like how come you don't eat better? It's like that's not the same thing at all, dude. Like no.
It just sucks because I knew Loki was kind of a dick anyways, and Austin Aries is too, but I liked Austin Aries and now he's being really dumb.
Yeah. I like Austin Aries too.
Okay, here comes Jerry Lynn. I think we got everyone, right?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. It's all 6. All right. Is there any rules to this? Like, is there tag team? Like, you got to tag somebody in, or is this going to be like good luck covering it?
Yep, it does look like.
Okay, good. All right. So if you're smart, if someone tries to tag you in, just drop down and don't take the tag, because as long as you get to the final 2, you're pretty good.
Tags are in and out, and if you get tagged, it cannot be refused.
Son of a bitch. Well, just don't get tagged. Just drop down.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got Romeo and Daniels starting off.
I'm excited about this.
Well, this is going to be... I would imagine this is going to be crazy. dives and all that stuff. People falling on their heads. Should be fun.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Hard kicks.
Oh, yeah, low key. He'll probably punt Tony Mamaluke's head into the 15th row.
I feel like Tony Mamaluke is kind of a random one to add in here, but
I would agree with that. Yeah. That's right. Romeo and Skipper were, in fact, Cruiserweight Tag Team Champions in WCW. That's a good trivia question. I don't know if a lot of people would know that. Or remember it, at least.
Was that at the end? Or am I thinking
yeah,
of something?
2001, yeah.
Yes, okay.
I think that they lost it to, Kidman and Ray on the final Nitro, I think?
Yes. That's where I was getting confused.
Yeah. They just had a standoff after Romeo missed a spinning heel kick. Skipper's like, hey, let Primetime in. And here he is. He would later go on to own his own, what was it, Applebee's or whatever it is?
Yeah, it's an Applebee's. He's a manager.
Right.
Good for him.
Yeah. Nice fucking standing kick there. Heel kick.
I would love to.
I mean, I know that Conrad and Tony kind of like make fun of him just to be funny, but like, I would rather own or like run my own Applebee's than be like a drug addict on the side of the road.
Well, that's the thing.
At least this guy's able to do something with his life.
Well, that's the good part. You know, he got to go move on from wrestling and do something else, and I feel like that's got to be hard for a lot of wrestlers.
Sure. I mean, Tony Mamaluke had a tough time getting in the ring there. Like he didn't
he
understand the middle rope. But like Skipper worked from what, like 2000 until 2009, maybe 2008. He had almost a 10-year career, probably.
It's not bad.
Yeah, WCW and TNA. I don't think he ever worked a match in WWF.
I don't think so. Yeah. So Tony Mamaluke got in and slowed down a bit here.
Well, the whole start to this has been like, I feel like just a feeling out process as he does a fisherman suplex for a 2 count on Skipper. These types of matches usually do that. Like the first 5 to 8 minutes will just be like basic stuff, and then the match will somehow break down, and then they'll start doing dives for no reason.
That's okay. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, we just have to get there. Well, that was an interesting looking.
Okay. Just for fun here, Bob, I'm going to make some guesses before anyone gets eliminated.
What are you going to do, like the order?
I'm going to try to do an order. I know it's going to be really wrong, but I'm just going to throw it out here. Mm-hmm. I'm going to say Mamaluke goes first.
Okay.
So then he'd be number 6. So then number 5, I'm going to say is Elix Skipper.
Okay. Kid
Romeo. Low-Key, Daniels, Jerry Lynn's number 1.
All right, I'm going to go Romeo, Mamaluke, Skipper, Daniels, Key, and Lynn will win.
Yeah, holy crap.
Oh, jeez.
Mamaluke flipped onto his feet.
Yeah, he did a monkey flip and landed on his feet there. Arm drags Lynn into the ropes.
I feel like I didn't know Mamaluke was here, so I can't imagine he's lasting more than maybe a couple months.
I don't even know if he gets that long.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But because like you said, it's just really random. Out of all the ECW guys, you pick up.
I guess because he's smaller, that's why he's in the X Division kind of thing here. But agreed. Yeah. I mean, I'd have to look it up. Yeah, that was nice. He tags in Low Key. I'd be interested to see what other ECW guys might pop up, if any.
Oh, Jesus.
Low Key with some nasty kicks to Tony Mamaluke, and a third one to the head.
Right to the face. That's good stuff. Well, Tony Mamaluke won't have to worry about wearing a mask because his face has got kicked off. 1, 2, foot on the rope. Still, I'm really surprised that it's gone this long still without really a big dive or nothing.
Oh, nice nasty. Suplex.
Well, you know what? With Low Key landing on his head, that might explain some of his tweets recently.
Yeah. See, but we've known he was a problem for a while. I at least from what my understanding was.
Nice
that was
DDT.
That was crazy. He double arm DDT'd him.
Is he going to make Key tap out right here?
Come on, there's no way. Our brackets are gonna be screwed.
Yeah.
Ref made him break it out. Looked like he may have had an illegal choke on him.
Do you think we'll see anybody break up a pin attempt because they don't know the rules of the match?
100%. That's how elimination matches go.
Did he Oh, he didn't tag in Romeo. He just slapped him. Okay.
All right, so Daniels has been tagged in. So now him and Low Key. I like Daniels. Big fan.
Yeah. Nice slide Sam for a 2 count.
I've met Daniels a couple times. He's very nice also.
Yeah, he's a good guy. Not that I know him personally. Chris. Here comes Romeo. And he's going after my good buddy Christopher Daniels. Oof. Chopping him against the ropes.
All I think about with Kid Romeo is his promos when in WCW like 2000, 2001. And it's like him on the beach.
Yeah, just dancing around.
Yeah, that's all I think about.
Hey.
Yeah.
Romeo. Hey.
It's so ridiculous.
That's the entire theme song just over and over again. Oh, what is this? Lynn doing a gourd buster or whatever. Gordy special. Gordy special, yeah. What is he going to do? Oh, Romeo's going to break free? Yep. What if Romeo pins Lynn right here?
Oh, my God. I wouldn't even know what to say.
Oh, he's doing it back to him. Is he going to drop him down or what?
He's got to.
Come on.
Oh, nope. Lynn
with a counter.
Turned into a pin. Nice.
1, 2, no.
And then he did the little legs to the head to kick out.
Yeah. Do you think Lynn will pin every single guy?
You know,
if he were to win?
I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest with you.
Oh, tornado DDT. That could finish him off. Nope, not yet. All right, you know what, Slick Johnson? He doesn't have to be so over the top with his fucking 2 count.
That's his gimmick.
Oh, so Daniel's missing a diving headbutt.
Yeah. So think about this, though, Bob. And now I don't know your opinion on this either, so I'm interested to hear. So we look like, Lynn gets tagged back in here with Daniels. Referees generally do not have personalities. Right. I think that's fairly known, and I think it's accepted. But you look at, Daniels tossing Jerry Lynn over the top there.
You know what this is going to lead to? Some dives.
Let's see. Is he going to hit it? And then we'll get back in our referee conversation. Nope. Baseball slide misses.
This isn't a Lucha Rules, though. I'm telling you, something's going to happen here.
Oh, here we go. Oh my God.
He was gonna hit his
so
head.
did I. Did a, not split like moonsault, but I don't know.
Here we go. Who is that? That's Romeo.
Romeo. Splat.
He split right through him.
So you look at 2020 here, Bob, in All Elite Wrestling. We got Aubrey Edwards, who has a very big personality as a referee. Sure. Bryce has a very big personality as a referee.
Sure. Yeah.
So you look back on Slick.
Yeah.
Same idea, but very early. When really, I don't feel. I could be wrong. I mean, there's probably. I just can't think of one off the top of my head.
Well, you know what? I'm not opposed to referees having personalities. Like, I know Vince McMahon doesn't even want their names mentioned and stuff like that. But I feel like the referees that you just mentioned, this match is completely broken up now. They are going
all over the place.
I feel like those referees don't really take away from the match, though.
So that's a good.
If they're really good at their job, but they don't. There's the fucking leg drop again over the middle of the rope by Lynn on Daniel.
We have literally seen it in every match, just like you said.
I knew it.
Lynn
Mama Luke just crotched Lynn on the top rope. Is Daniels about to get pinned right here if Tony goes to the top or something? Who's even the legal man? I don't even know. It'll be Daniels and Lynn, right?
I think it's Daniels and Lynn, yep.
Yeah. Oh, is Lynn going to get counted out?
Oh, no.
That would suck.
Well, Tony just dropped a knee on him on the outside, so
yeah.
We're going back to a replay here with some cross bodies and sentons, sorry.
Yeah, Skipper and Key hit somersault dives to the floor onto Romeo, Mama Luke, and Lynn.
Looks like Mama Luke is now in the match, so not sure how that happened.
Maybe it's Lucha Rules or something. Or did Lynn get counted out?
They would have said, I think. over the speaker.
I don't know. The way that referee is like pointing the
wait.
wind, like to get out of here.
Oh, wait. Yep. TNA just said he has
What
got...
the fuck?
Well, Bob, there goes
What?
Well, you know
Holy
what?
shit.
That's just going to extend the story longer, so I'm cool with it because now I'm so hyped to see that match. I can't wait.
Yeah. No, that's the right call, I guess, because it'd be kind of we predicted that he would win, and he didn't even win. He got the first one eliminated, and it's by count out too. He didn't get pinned or by anybody.
Which is an interesting choice too, because
I think it's the right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that my pick has changed.
It has to now.
Daniels
is my number 2, so I'm gonna say there's a chance he might move into number 1.
I think Daniels might. Yeah, I think Daniels might do it. He just hit the play of the day or overdrive. Skipper. No, he pins Mama Luke off that.
TNA just called it both of them, I think so.
Oh, well, I knew it as play of the day, but he might be calling it overdrive now. Now, so that's 2 eliminations. So that means we're down to 4.
Oh, we're swapping refs just like we did in that elimination match before.
Oh, all right.
I kind of like that.
Oh, what the hell? Skipper just fell through the ropes. Is he all right?
He was so weary, TNA says, that when he slipped through the ropes.
What the fuck?
That was bizarre.
Oh, he looks like he's not good. Skipper. He looks wobbly as hell.
I bet he's about to get pinned then. He's got to.
He's got to get out of there. His legs are like jello.
Or he's doing a real good job right now. One of the two.
No, I think he's out of it. Maybe not.
I don't know.
You know, to be fair though, Skipper's always kind of been like an awkward wrestler. All right, low key's going for. Oh, this is the K-Krusher. Is he gonna hit the K-Krusher?
Ooh.
Well, that's not the K-Krusher into the. Well, I guess it kind of is into the corner.
Yeah. That was nice.
No, it was, yeah. The fans are definitely into low key. Low key might win this.
I could see him winning too.
It's probably between Daniels and low key.
I think realistically, I do think that.
Oh, Jesus. God,
these kicks, man.
Right to the chest and so loud. All right.
Yeah, he ain't slapping his thigh on those ones.
No, not even a little bit.
Springboard. Whoa.
Nice Matrix move.
Wow. Belly to belly.
Skipper the belly to belly suplex. If this was Magnum TA, it's over.
Or Shamrock.
It's not. Or Shamrock. Or Shane Douglas. Shane Douglas wins matches with that.
Elix Stipper to the top rope. Loki standing up. Missile dropkick.
Yep.
Key gets pushed back to the corner. Daniels gets tagged in.
Oh, I thought he was going to go for Angel's Wings there. No.
Oh, nice.
Skipper with an overhead suplex. All right, Skipper is apparently pretty good when he appears to be concussed.
Yeah, holy crap. He got us fooled, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. What's this?
What is this?
Ooh,
nice.
Reverse suplex there.
Yep. That's going to be a 2 count, though. Yeah. All right. Skipper's impressing me here.
I like him. I'm a fan, so.
Yeah. He's definitely like gotten better since the WCW days.
For sure, which is kind of
cool. He has more muscle mass too, which I think was a huge problem for when he was in WCW. He was just so like stringy. All right, Don, we get it. Total outside action. Oh, Daniels catches him. And last rights.
That's nice.
I think that's last rights. He pins Skipper. All right. Yep, last rights. All right, so
an inverted swinging
Kid Romeo. Kid Romeo is somehow in the final 3. Who the hell would have
No way.
thought that? Man. Kid Romeo, wow. Oh, he just drops Daniels face first to the mat for a 2 count. All right, so Key, Daniels, and Kid Romeo.
I would not have expected this.
I don't think Romeo's winning it.
No way.
Yes, he just bulldogs Daniels.
Well, yeah.
So you know what? They might do a shock value. You never know.
That's true.
I mean, I thought Jerry Lynn was going to pin every single one of them. He got counted out.
Kid Romeo drop kicks Low-Ki when he was just standing on the apron.
Yeah. It looks like Low-Ki's holding his forearm. Like, that might have hurt him a little bit.
Yep. And he gets crouched up on the top there by Daniels.
You know what? I think Jeff Jarrett's going to come out and be like, if I can't get the world title, I'll just get the X Division Championship.
I got a bad feeling, man. We got, like, roughly 20 minutes left.
You think we still got 20 minutes of this?
Not of this match.
But what is Romeo doing? No way. Oh, that's it.
Wow.
That's it. Are you kidding me? Romeo just pinned Daniels after the last kiss off the middle rope.
Okay.
Where's his foot on the rope?
Oh, wait a second.
Oh, what? They should have let that happen.
They said his foot was on the rope and Low-Ki tagged himself in. Daniels is knocked out on the apron though.
Yeah, Key just hit a springboard kick on Romeo and a handspring kick into the corner.
Nice.
Based off that pop for Romeo, they should have had Romeo pin Daniels there.
Yeah, I guess so.
That was good. Oh, now he's got a dragon sleeper. All right, Romeo's gonna get fucked.
Very, very close to the ropes. Nope.
Dragon clutch, yeah. All right, so Romeo gives up. That's bullshit. They should have had him pin Daniels.
No, that was
great fucking.
I didn't even see his foot on the rope. That's how excited
I didn't either. That's why I'm confused, but whatever.
So we got Low-Ki and Daniels. Daniels still looks dead.
Yeah, he does.
He almost got the rope again. Yep.
I wonder if Daniels is like legit loopy right here. I don't know, man. The last kiss there after off the middle rope, that was a high impact move and should have been the 3 count. The fact that Daniels got his foot on the bottom rope is annoying.
Well, yeah, I didn't see that coming.
Because if you do that and then Low-Ki comes in and just taps him out real quick, I mean, it's still pretty beneficial.
So we're trading slaps in the corner here. I'd slap the shit out of Low-Ki with those kicks too.
Yeah. All right. I think STO by Daniels. And they're both laid out. One of these two men will be the number 1 contender. Another leg sweep there by Daniels. Back heel trip, as Tanay would say. Fans are definitely loving it, chanting TNA. What is he doing? Best moonsault ever here? Is he going to? No, Key's already getting up. And
it looked like he was about to, but Low-Ki was standing up, so he caught him.
Yeah. Oh, no. Is he going to do the upside down dragon sleeper here? No. Oh. Daniels elbowed him off, and then he put himself in the trio for a second, but he's also dropped down to the mat. The fans are clapping because they know someone's got to win. Daniels going for the best moonsault ever. He hits it.
Spot on.
That's a good one. Can he roll over and pin him? Or will Jeff Jarrett come running out with a guitar and hit him over the head? 1, 2. Oh, nice near fall. The fans are chanting for Low-Ki, so we know who they want to win. Daniels hooks him. Low-Ki counters, rolls him up. 1, 2. Oh, Daniels with a bridge. That's a 2 count. Oh, now we're going to go quick pin attempts here. 1, 2. No, goes for a headlock. Or a pin. Oh, the fans are booing this. No, a quick pin. 2. Or someone coming out. No, they're just booing it. Come on, Daniels. Do it. Angel's wings.
Let's go.
Nope. Key with the counter. Drops him down. Dragon clutch or dragon sleeper, whichever you want to call it. I think Daniel's
Oh,
going to get out. Yep, Daniel's snapmare's out. We are 1 hour, 45 minutes, and 55 seconds into the show, which would approximately give us about 15 minutes. But judging by my bar here, it looks like we're down to about 5.
yeah, that's a good estimate.
Oh, palm strike on the top rope there. Daniels slamming key off the middle rope here. Yes.
Wow. The fall from grace.
I didn't know that. That's a 2 count.
Kicks out at 2, though.
Yeah, he's
got all these...
this is Slick Johnson here. Slick and Christopher Daniels look pretty similar.
They're definitely brothers or cousins.
Something. Oh, Daniels going for the last rights because that's what he just told everybody.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, wow. Nice counter into a kick. Key hooks him. Key crusher. That is the key crusher, folks. 1, 2,
3.
That does it.
Wow. That was fun.
All right. It was a good match. Once it got going. Clean finish, too.
So next week, Low Key versus AJ Styles for the X Division Championship.
What? Next week? That's what's going on?
Hey, Pyro.
Oh, fucking Pyro is so overkill.
Oh,
shit. The Flying Elvises are like, hell no.
that's awesome.
What the hell? All right.
Holy.
Siaki just drops Key to the mat, lifting up into the air. And then he bails. Estrada.
Yeah, what the heck? Siaki's like, I'm leaving. Oh. So he grabbed a microphone and said, we weren't part of this match, but we are the X Division.
So they're pissed. They're tired of it. Oh, what the hell? Look, Skipper's here.
But they take him out, too.
All right, so the Flying Elvises are going to take over the X Division or something? I can't. So it's tough for me to buy into it because they're Elvis impersonators.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's not helping anything.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that.
Mama Luke, Kid Romeo.
All right, so the other guys involved in the match kind of run them off. That's a weird thing to end. There's no way that's what ends the show. I'm assuming Jeff Jarrett probably comes out again.
I think that's what's going to happen, to be honest.
Low Key and AJ Styles next week, though. That's nuts. They're really going for it. That could be good. Estrada's sticking his tongue out.
Interesting. Well, okay, now we're getting a shot with all the announcers here. Talking about next week.
Wow.
That might have been the end. We'll see. The last time they did this, we got a cut to Jarrett again.
Maybe Jerry Lynn and AJ Styles are brawling again.
Right. So Ed Ferrara makes a good point. Is there anything going to be left of Styles after Jerry Lynn's attack on him earlier?
Yeah, cradle pile driving him on the traveling equipment.
Oh, next week, Brian Lawler versus Scott Hall.
Yeah, well, I'm not interested in that.
But Scott Hall's back, so that's cool.
Yeah. Low-key Styles, though, that has my interest. Fans are definitely pumped for him.
Oh, no. Puppet is back.
Puppet's here fucking next week.
He's going to fight Meatball.
Jeff Jarrett, yeah! Here he comes.
Jeff Jarrett with a
chair. Yeah, watch out, guys.
Oh, no. Where's he going?
Destroyed somebody. Is he going to hit Mike Tenay with it or something? What the?
Screw the church and screw you today and screw the NWA.
He wants the title shot next week.
He said next week he will get a title shot. Mark his words.
Huh.
Oh, screw the Titans, as they're sitting there in the front row.
Yeah. Oh, that's Frank Wycheck There's one of them there.
Oh shit!
Oh, Frank Wycheck just slapped him. Oh shit! Oh shit!
Oh!
What is he doing? Slamming his ass on the apron?
Oh!
Jesus Christ, Frank Wycheck!
This dude's huge.
God. Yeah. Oh, he's telling his buddies to come in and help him beat him up. What is? Oh my God! The Tennessee Titans are mugging him. The new church are running out. Pandemonium. Oh!
Jared's hitting all the football players, so Jared.
What is going on? Why are they feuding with Jeff Jarrett now?
Because they both want title shots. Oh, he just tossed Jared into the crowd.
What in the world is going on?
Ending our show.
All right, so next week Malice against Jeff Jarrett, right? That's probably what we're doing.
That's what I think. Number 1 contender match.
Yeah.
They're brawling through the crowd. Tanae's like, "We'll see you next week." Oh my God. Oh God. And we go black.
That?
Go off the air, man. Okay, so a lot just happened there again.
Yeah, the show here ran 1 hour, 51 minutes, and 51 seconds for those of you keeping count.
Okay, so we definitely got to see Malice versus Jeff Jarrett next week, for sure.
I would have to think so.
And if I had to take a guess, I think Ken Shamrock will not be here next week. It's just my guess.
Right.
I feel like because he's been on every show, give him a break kind of thing.
Yeah.
Or an interview, I guess, but I can't imagine.
Well, you know what? I think you're right. I think he won't be there, at least not live, maybe like a phone call or whatever.
Yeah.
Because Scott Hall did a stretcher job. Ken Shamrock just got destroyed with an unprotected chair shot to the head.
Yep.
So that could justify not being there for a week.
Absolutely. And then, so this is, I mean, most of these shows that we have been going off the air have been absolute chaos. And then okay, we'll see you next week, which is good, I guess. But like, I know what happened at the end, but I don't know. I'm kind of interested to see what's going to happen with the Titans, with Malice, with Jarrett. I mean, a lot just happened there. I don't know. I didn't hate this one. I feel like usually when Jarrett ends the show, I'm like, okay, really? Like the Scott Hall attack was overkill last week.
Yeah.
Because he already attacked him, and then they cut back to him attacking him again. It was like, okay. But overall, Bob, to me, this was a thumbs up show.
I am going to say that I'll give this one. Fuck. All right. I guess I'll give it a thumbs up.
I mean, yeah, we had about 2 things that we were like, okay, really, like the Jasmine St. Clair segment. Yeah. Although the Ed Ferrara spear was hilarious.
That was great.
So I accept it for that. And then the Dubs versus the Elvises was definitely not needed. Killed the crowd 100%. Besides that, our opening tag match was a lot of fun. That was really good.
That was a good match, yeah.
And I think that I don't know. I feel and the attack in the back, like that was crazy.
The Jerry Lynn Styles thing was probably the best thing on the show.
I couldn't even believe that. Like I didn't expect that to happen so soon. Yeah, I don't know. I enjoyed the show. I thought this one was a lot of fun. It revived me after last week, and I think we really, really needed it.
No, I absolutely agree. So this is a good rebound. Good rebound.
Yeah. Even so, we saw the Briscoes versus the Hot Shots. I mean, I don't know how long Briscoes are going to be here, but that's 2 real tag teams that could be added into the tag division. I think that's a positive, even though the attack was obviously getting like the new Disciples of the New Church over and stuff. But I think that's promising. It's like, hey, we're trying to bring in more teams, and like I think that's awesome. I think it's good.
Well, what's also interesting is that we didn't see Harris and Storm this week.
No, and I think that's good because the attack that happened to them, we shouldn't have seen them, and we didn't see NWA President Will, Jim whatever. Jim. Gee, why did you call him Will? What the hell?
I don't know.
Oh my God. Jim, who I will probably never remember his name, to be honest with you. But there he is. And the New Church has got to be behind all those attacks. So we're going to figure out, I'm sure, very, very soon about that. Actually, I bet you where they just tied up Bill was in the room where they closed the door earlier on in the show.
Right.
I bet that's the same room or similar. I mean, that kind of leads me to the idea of like that got to be them.
Yeah. No, so I mean, in terms of like storytelling, though, I mean, they're giving you a lot of questions that you need to get your answers to, so it makes you want to tune in, I guess.
Yeah, and that's good because the first couple
Yeah.
shows we didn't really get a lot because we had to get the champions out of the way, and we got things here and there. But yeah, between why is Alicia getting paid money, which that is never going to be solved in a good way. It's going to be stupid.
That just comes across as an angle where they don't know where they're doing with it.
Yeah, they're like,
So
oh,
they're just
it'll
gonna-
be mysterious, so let's just go with it and see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. We don't know who's attacking people backstage. So there's a lot. The Jerry Lynn AJ Styles thing, I was super excited about it. I almost wish we held off a couple more weeks, but it was awesome. Anyways, it was exciting to see because I didn't expect it.
Yeah, I didn't either. But like you said, though, you could have traded out for a couple weeks because they just won the titles last week.
Well, so does this mean, are we going to vacate the titles? Are we going to?
Oh my God! I swear to God, if we get another tournament,
Oh God, no.
within the first 5-6 weeks of this fucking company, I will be. That'll just be too much.
I agree with that. I don't know if we would do a tournament. We might get like just a match though, but I don't know. Who knows? Maybe Styles will find a new partner, or Lynn will. They'll just be like, no, I don't want to team with you, and they'll just find a new one.
Oh, like they did in WCW with like Sting and the Giant or whatever, and they had a match where whoever won would be the tag champs, and they can have their own partner. That might be a good idea.
Something, I don't know. So then you're not with the same person. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we got some decent stuff to look forward to next week. Between Low-Key versus Styles for the X Division title.
Yeah.
We got Puppet versus Meatball, the world's largest midget. Apparently, that's what they said.
The world's largest midget?
That's what Mike Tenay says Meatball calls himself. So get ready. It's probably like Cheeks, but small.
Yeah, I mean, I guess not every segment can be great. It looks like we're going to, by the trend here, we're guaranteed to be given at least one or two just absolutely nonsense that we don't need.
Which, you know what? Out of a 2-hour show, I don't expect everything to be good, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's asking for a lot, especially in 2002 at a new company.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with it. And that was part of the fun with us starting this. We don't know what we're going to expect, and it's just going to keep getting interesting.
Yeah. But yeah, all right. So I'm going to actually be positive about this. I think that, yeah, like you've been saying, this is a good show. And then it really just like Styles and Low-Key alone. I think that could be a lot of fun.
That's the get you in the door. I want to pay my
Yes.
$9.95 to see Low-Key versus AJ Styles, and everything else that happens is extra. Scott Hall returns, which is good for the live crowd, especially.
Yeah.
Jarrett and possibly versus Malice. It seems. I don't know. I think next week's looking pretty promising. I'm excited to see what's going to happen.
If all those matches were to take place, that could be arguably the biggest show thus far.
And I think that makes sense. We've really built up until show number 5. I think, you got your milestones, right? You got your first show out of the way. Okay, we did it. I think show 5 is another milestone. Then you got show 10, 20. I think we're gonna. I think as we hit these milestones, I think I would expect to see some bigger things at some of those.
Sure.
So I think 5 is our first milestone. We made it to our 5th show. And I think it's gonna be really exciting. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I am as well. I hope that everybody that listened along also enjoyed the show, watching it, because it was a pretty solid show.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can't really say it enough because I'm so happy that it was actually enjoyable compared to last week's just dreadful bullshit.
I was worried, but you know what? We got through it. And as mentioned before, if you do not already, please follow us on Twitter at Cross the Line TNA. We're on Facebook at TNA Cross the Line Pod. We are on all your favorite podcast platforms. Be sure to share us around, tell your friends, and leave us a review. Let us know how we're doing, what we could do better, what you've been enjoying the most, and so we can make this podcast the best that we can. So far, I think it's been really positive, and I'm looking forward to continuing this journey with you, Bob.
Yeah, I am as well. I mean, this is a nice a nice what's the word I'm looking for? A nice companion to Icopod that we
Absolutely.
do with Austin Skinner. So sometimes, like I've said before, it kind of ends up being similar in terms of feuds and stuff, but
Yeah,
it's a good contrast, I guess. So,
yeah, absolutely.
but yeah, so next week will be July 17th, and I'm actually looking forward to checking that one out. Probably for the first time thus far on the podcast. It's actually made me be excited for the next show.
I think same for me though. I agree with that. So yeah. I think that's awesome that we can look forward to the show instead of like, okay, what's going to happen?
Right. Dallas, you got anything else?
That's it for me, Bob.
All right. Well, for Dallas Gridley, I am Bob Colling Jr., and this is the TNA Cross the Line podcast.
Elvis has left the building. Oh, yeah.